Live.
Fuck it.
Live
We'll
on the
do it
internet,
live.
Let's
motherfuckers.
do it live.
Is there any way to make custom conditions?
Conditions for what?
Let me look it up.
Hold on. Foundry custom conditions.
That's going to be a PF2E system specific thing.
Hashtag.
Now Evil of China knows we're here.
Basically, I read something that says
They were
don't
always-
try to make custom conditions, but you can just make a new effect on the sidebar, like as opposed to a condition.
Don't die.
Okay. It's
No
not super important, but it'll help with you having to track which enemies I've debuffed with Gunpowder Gauntlet. Now that that's going to be a thing that happens every round.
What does that do specifically?
I make a skill check on a success. On a success, they get a -1 penalty on attack rolls against creatures other than me. And on a crit, they get a -2 penalty on attack rolls and creatures other than me.
All right,
I'm
so
becoming
-1 or -2.
You know, I think
Yeah.
my one viewer is a bot, and the bot is the one I put in the chat.
What's her username? Because it might be my
Stream
boyfriend.
It doesn't tell me what their username is,
Oh.
but I'm pretty sure it's the Stream Elements bot. I don't know why it's looking at my chat. It just all it's supposed to do is like alerts and shit. I did reduce massively drop the prices on all my sound alerts and added a bunch of new ones, so now you can scream at me for like 5 cents. How much is a bit?
Bit's 1 penny.
Yeah, so for like 15 cents, you can do a sheep scream at me. Cattail.
Yep, he's around.
What's his name?
He was named by my 6-year-old, and his name is Meowsers.
Meowsers.
Your 6-year-old has good taste.
Come here. Come here. You're good on camera.
I remember the last time I got to we named pets. When I got to name pets, I named my 2 pet rats when I was a kid.
Rats are great.
Yeah. I named them Morph and Gimli after 2 movie characters I liked.
Oh, that's fair.
Our family's cats always get named after Disney cats. Growing up, we had Simba and Tigger. And then we had Nala. And then now we have Mochi.
Mochi is not a Disney name.
Hello.
Cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's the artist herself.
Come here.
Saturn!
Come here. Show your eyes.
At long last,
sweetie.
Saturn has
Josh,
camera.
you are very unfocused.
It's got blurry.
And Noah,
Yeah.
Mochi is a Disney name from Big Hero 6.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
I'm so sorry.
Morph is actually a Disney name from the best Disney movie, Treasure Planet.
Was that a Disney movie?
Yeah, it was a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Be gentle.
Really good one, but sadly, very underperforming one.
All right, what's up,
I always thought it was made by one of those
Not
studios for
much.
Disney.
They did a lot of the computer animation, and there are some scenes that are really kind of
Gentle.
they'll make you nauseous. Very motion sickness.
Yeah,
a lot of swooping very quickly.
It was a movie that really leaned into the tech that I think they first really used on Tarzan, where it was combining 2D and 3D in the same scene.
Was it?
Yeah.
It worked better than other times. Even in that movie, sometimes it works really great, and some scenes are like, whoa.
Yeah, a lot of scenes. There's definitely some scenes where it doesn't look very good, but there's a lot of scenes. There's also a bunch of scenes where it looks insane. Also, I love the art direction of that movie.
All right, guys. How we doing? Are we ready to go?
I am ready to go.
Ready in my life. Did we level up last session?
Doing a quick. Did I?
Yeah, we're level 4 now.
Fuck. Did I level up?
Yeah, go ahead and level up.
I did. We're good. Maybe.
Just making sure I didn't miss anything.
Oh yeah, I got split shot now. Yeah, I think I got everything last time. Oh yeah! I have Grim Tendrils.
Grim tendrils.
I have comprehend languages.
I have wholeness of body.
I only
Alright,
get to use
guys.
Grim Tendrils once though, which makes me sad.
So,
Unless it's
as
a
we
focus
last
spell and I fucked up.
left off, you guys had destroyed another ley line connection at the bottom of a deep tunnel that led you to the remains of the ancient dwarven city of Tulbuldar. And at the end of your journey here, after you severed the ley line, a crown appeared floating in the air, which Birdie took and proclaimed that it is the long-lost crown of the kings of Tulbuldar. And with it, he believes he might be able to unite the doors of Andon against the Masters, provided you can sever the remaining ley line connection, thus rendering their magical protection impotent. So, we'll
Enough
pick
we're
up from
planning to do
there.
that.
Oh, real quick, Josh. You should check to make sure Discord's using your correct microphone.
You do sound so.
Again,
It sounds a little like it's coming through a webcam mic and not through the mic you have right in front of you.
Fixed. Thank
There you go.
There we go.
It's
Is
I
my
think when I
microphone
Audio
just
quality
terrible?
obtained.
yes, when I turn the webcam on, I think it just like automatically
switches?
sets it to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had that issue with the prior webcam, and then had to do it with this one too, where there's an audio setting you can do that just tells Windows never
Never
use
use
audio
it.
from this device ever.
Yeah, I should
Yeah.
do that.
I did that from my webcam. So then when I have to update the reinstall the my microphone's little filtery program. Streamlabs just sort of forgets what a microphone is,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives me a series of numbers and letters and captures no audio from anything. So I once did a whole 2.5 hour stream with no microphone audio.
Yeah, that's I had to do
happens.
that just because every time Discord updates, it forgets what my actual microphone is. Like, you want to use like one of the shitty microphones that's like attached to a piece of hardware that isn't the thing labeled microphone, right? Okay.
You want to use the shitty microphone that isn't even a fucking microphone, and I don't even know where you got this fucking name from. Right?
So-
No
Microphone drama aside,
drama.
let's continue from where we left off. You're at the bottom of Tulbuldar. Birdie says to you, "Well, thank you again for your help here. I think I'm gonna head back to Andon, see what I can do while I await your return. Do you know what the state of the place is? I'm afraid I've been locked in here since you left me."
What?
Well, we
Glenn.
actually kept a distance from the place on our way over. It was swarming with the Master's men.
Hmm, is that
That's-
right?
Right,
That's...
might not be safe to go back for you yet, especially because they already know to be looking for you.
That said, the Master's men do know where we're going to show up next. We only have one ley line to go. It does leave us an opening if we want to try to liberate Andon proper. Especially if they divert their troops back to the castle. Leaves us an opportunity to break the stronghold on the town and perhaps stoke the flames of a rebellion.
Admittedly, we don't know that there's exactly a occupation as such happening so much as they came there in force looking for us. So they might not have stuck around anyway.
I see the way you're thinking, lad. But I will say this. Having been in a group that's fought against the Masters for some time, they have some sort of magical protection. It seems impenetrable from all I can tell. I'm guessing what you're doing here with the ley lines has something to do with getting rid of that. And I fear that if you don't complete the process, that protection may still be in place.
Well, liberate Andon first. We know that this is necessary to actually begin the staging the assault on with the castle. It's where's
Carabroga.
Caroga.
You know, the fucker. Fuck him.
We know dislodging these are necessary to stage an assault in Caroga, but starting up a rebellion in Andon, trying to remove the men from there, at least in the interim, seems like a way forward. They know where we're heading next, so there's no use sticking around there.
All right. I can see your reasoning. If you want, you can head back with me there, but where do we go if the place is swarming with the Master's men?
Well, there is the, they had taken the, granary that, they had kept us in for a day, haven't they?
I think I know what you're... not a granary, but
No,
an old mill.
There you go.
Yes, the mill.
Yes, that was backup to a backup to a backup. Safe house that we had set up long ago just in case things went south. I know what you're talking about. We can head there if you like. See what the situation is. What say the rest of you?
I say we Yes, I say we go to Andon first, because even if we do break the last ley line, does it mean that much if everyone else who's rebelling against the Masters doesn't have a chance to fight back? But if we can retake Andon from the Master's men, then we've got a chance when we do break the ley line.
We can make sure that those in the mill have a free escape and can act freely once we've destroyed the last ley line anchor.
Well, I like the sound of keeping the people of Andon safe. Very well.
Freeing the whole city might still be out of our scope.
It might be, especially if one of the Masters themselves has taken root there. But we'll have to see when we get there, I suppose. I'm in the dark. Well, if the plan is set, then I'm ready to go when you are. Do you guys want to go with him? Go out?
I don't think there's really anything else left to do here. So I guess we're going to go out.
It's a passage we hadn't explored, but I don't know how worried I am about it.
I am not.
The only other thing is that it will take us, if we actually want to put runes and stuff on other people's equipment, that will take time.
It's 1 day per.
Yeah, but like I don't think we can do that while traveling per se.
Give me 1 second.
Let's look it up.
Because that's like a craft that you have to do.
Craft activity, move around for the item. It is a craft
I didn't
activity.
write it down, which is weird for me. But
What's that?
I didn't write it down, which is odd. But I remember having found some like scrolls and things in a language that I couldn't read.
Are you talking about the book that you got from Zanlin, or something else?
I think something
No,
more
no.
recent.
No, that was the Journal of the Durgar. I think you're talking about. Yeah.
Yes.
You still can't read it. It's in Undercommon.
I just comprehend languages.
Oh, okay. Let's look up the card.
I can read it. I can. I can read everything.
I just have to dig it out of wherever I put it. But it's definitely in here.
Oh, wait.
Sorry, my cat just threw up over the entire fucking
Oh, God.
in the hall. I mean, I had to clean that up.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so casting comprehend languages, the strange ruins on it suddenly become comprehensible to you, and it appears to be an activity log mainly It has reports of intrusion by the Zulgath into the Dorgar territory, and how they were able to repel them by basically pinning them in this narrow passageway and just shooting them with crossbows until they ran away. It also talks about there's a log of how often they fed the spiders in there. And the only thing that's really of note is there's mentions of a Dorgar named Krondak and how he found some ancient laboratory and has locked himself in there doing some kind of experiments.
Oh, speaking of, I need to know what's in my backpack.
You weren't
Under,
about
like,
to put it in your bag.
So you basically have yes, Iska, she did put it in her bag.
Yeah, and you were gonna.
Sorry, I get confused between the pronouns of you and your character.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, my character's pronouns are she, they. Mine are
No,
they, them.
so I'm always safe with they is what you're saying. Is what I should go
You're
for.
always safe if you use they.
Gotcha. Yes. So, what you have is some of the stuff you put in your bag broke. It was like vials, but you do have just like a whole bunch of miscellaneous, like potions and vials, things that seem like they may have been in a state of being like half mixed up, alchemical equipment, as much as you could fit in there at least. But you really don't know what it is.
So what should I call it? I assume it's
You could just say miscellaneous laboratory materials or something like that. And fluids. There's, fluids and potions and chemicals in there.
miscellaneous lab.
Ooh, fluids. Yay.
And
I always love a mysterious fluid.
many
And
mysterious
powders.
fluids. Several of them are broken.
And powders.
Mysterious fluids.
Lab materials. No, we'll have one item for materials, one for fluids, one for powders.
Okay.
I'm putting them under consumables.
All right. So bookkeeping done. Are you guys ready to head back to the surface?
I think so.
Yep.
All right. So you go back the way you came. Swim through the pond of the dead piranhas again. The electrified piranhas.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was interesting. And you find yourself back in the rudimentary kobold camp. And where would you like to go from here?
Give me 1 second.
I guess we're heading north.
Yeah, Dandon's a day and a half away, right?
It's a day. 1 day, 3 moves.
Okay.
Should we camp here before we go north and travel fresh?
Up to you.
Because I'm down some hit points. I have fewer spells than I've never run through this many spells.
Well, I mean, I thought we slept, didn't we?
I
don't think you
No,
guys left.
no.
Yeah, we
we
should
have-
probably, if we want to be honest for bookkeeping's sake, since we've all done our levels anyway, we should probably camp here for the evening and then do a day's travel to Andon and end up there in the evening tomorrow.
How long
It
did
might be easier
you?
to sneak in at night anyway.
Yeah.
How many hours did you say it took for the 3 moves in any given day? Was that 16 hours? You said of movement.
To move 3 times? Yeah, I would think so, right. So 8 hours of sleep, 16 hours. Well, let's say 14 hours, because you need 2 hours to set up camp and stuff.
Oh, I cast alarm.
I was just
Okay.
I was just wondering because I was trying to see how we can squeeze in the transferring the runes over for everyone.
It's just going to require, actually
8 hours.
taking a day.
It requires taking 8 hours, which is 1 crafting day for because it follows the crafting rules.
Dungeon music still playing. Okay, so you guys set up camp here. Do you camp like where the kobolds were, or do you just kind of go out a bit into the wilderness?
The kobolds aren't going to stab us. I trust the kobolds.
Okay.
I trust nothing and no one. I cast alarm.
All right. So you camp where the kobolds were. You're able to sleep through the night without much of an issue, but Iska, I will need you to roll a fortitude save.
Oh shit!
Oh, for all of the shit that I ate. Ways to die.
At least you know who to blame.
At least I'm not. What?
Okay. So that night, your sleep is troubled.
Oh, okay.
You feel like you're constantly in a state of waking but falling back to sleep, but you can't move. Almost like sleep paralysis.
Oh,
But
so
not
last
quite
night.
as horrifying as that.
I did not sleep well last night.
When you wake up, you feel a little different. I guess as you get up out of bed and just do your normal thing, look around.
Different how?
Like, I mean, you're in camp. You just woke up. Like, what do? You just feel a little strange.
Werewolf Iska.
Well, I mean, I cast alarm last night.
Yeah, it's morning. Nothing happened.
I check on my, party members, make sure everybody's like alive and not.
Okay.
You might want to pull your
That's
mic
fine.
a little closer, Noah, because it sounds like
it's
you're
facing away from me. My bad.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, that's better.
So, Amity, that's fine. You can heal to full. I'm just going to assume you guys heal when you go to sleep.
Yeah.
So, as Iska walks over to one of you, anybody specific you walk over to?
I mean, I'm attached to Amity, but Turek is the one who is most recently gone through some shit.
Okay.
Trademark. So I'm gonna check on Turek first.
Okay.
Trademark shit.
Well, we
Concerned
did
because
just
he
get
no
you
longer.
unpossessed by the Winterfey.
I'll say concerned because he hasn't had to be tied up for a few nights, but that could change at any moment.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure he's okay. Turek first, Amity next.
All right.
So
so you
he's
walk.
sleeping perfectly fine.
Probably,
So you walk over.
Probably
Go ahead, sorry.
Firebrand and then the Kit Kats, because I trust the Kit Kats the most to take care of themselves.
Right. Well, they watch over themselves, right? So you go over to Turek, and Turek, as you see Iska approach, she looks a little peculiar. She has glowing blue lines kind of coming out of her eyes and spidering out a bit. Other than that, she seems fairly normal. And Iska, give yourself a hero point.
For what? Waking up?
Well, because things happened to you while you slept. Things took
No,
effect, and that was the
okay.
result.
Listen, if I could get an IRL hero point every time I had nightmares, I would be unstoppable in reality. Absolutely fucking unstoppable. Turek, are you gonna mention the fucking glowing eyes? As Iska sort of did you sleep well? Yell shush.
I slept pretty well.
Good. Any return of Gale, what's his name?
No, I don't think Winter Gale's gonna be causing any more problems. At least not for a long time.
Good. I'm gonna go check on Amity.
Okay. Amity,
Morning
Iska comes
is-
over to you. Amity seems
A
fine.
bit of a thing
A thing? Like in my face?
on your face.
But, so Iska, starts trying to wipe her face. I did not eat yet. I just
does not
woke
come
up.
off.
Detect magic.
Yeah, you detect magic coming from Iska.
I'm a sorcerer. You're always gonna detect magic coming from Iska.
As she can tell,
magic.
it's different. It's foreign from her normal sorcerer's magic.
Did you ever look into consider what it is you might have swallowed yesterday?
Did not, it summoned the rose monster. Yes.
She didn't swallow it. I think she just put it in her pack.
Yeah, a few of the vials may have broken, but I was, probably not as careful as I could have been. Why? Is it on my face? Is there a little monster on my face?
You're glowing. You've got things
thank you.
around your eyes.
I'm not
that
pregnant.
glow.
Around my eyes. I go find, like, the nearest reflective surface, I guess, to go check out my face.
Sure.
I'll wander off with her.
I mean,
Yeah,
one of my eyes is non-functional. Like, is that eye glowing too?
If you're wearing an eye patch, you'd only see it around one eye, because the eye patch will cover it. You also have emo hair across one eye, so...
I mean, that was Saturn's decision, but it's not... Well, no, actually, it was my decision, too, because I... Is that how I originally drew her? I don't remember.
I went with the picture that I had, which I believe had emo fringe.
Everything I drew at that time had emo fringe. Let's be real here.
That's okay.
So, yeah, you can see your one working invisible eye does have these kind of, like, light blue glowing lines spidering out of it.
Either it is a cosmetic, or I can see things.
Well, you couldn't tell that it was happening, so really it's more the rest of us can see things, I think.
Yes, the thing you're seeing is me.
Well, yeah.
I guess I look around, try to figure out if I can see anything more special, in a more special fashion.
Stealth around, try to read your aura.
You don't, like... Your vision hasn't changed. You just have a feeling of kind of, like, being more full of energy. Like, maybe if something bad happened, you could very quickly react and turn it to something else.
I think it was some kind of alertness. Turn into something else?
Turn the situation into something else.
Oh, I thought you were about to tell me I had a polymorphic will going on.
That would be...
Iska?
I am feeling lucky.
If they were turning into a wellspring mage or something.
It's not unattractive.
Well, I'm gonna go check on Carnifex, make sure he's alive.
But it's a little obvious.
Yeah. What is not obvious?
Okay. You check on the firebrand.
The firebrand, my bad. Sorry.
And yeah, the firebrand seems fine. Iska comes over to you.
Did you shoot anybody last night?
No, and I don't expect that to be a normal occurrence. He says as he's packing gunpowder bombs right now.
Neither did I, but then you shot Turok.
He was going through my pack. I didn't know who it was.
It's better eyes. And then I pat him on the head and move on to the Kit Kats.
I'm sorry. The firebrand's going to like grab Iska by the shoulders and hold them in place and look at their big glowing blue eye. They're gonna point into the eye and it's gonna be like, "Is this normal for you?"
Yeah, it is now. Do not
you can a firebrand, since you got like close to Iska, you roll a perception check.
I can't. Blind GM roll.
Okay. You notice that Iska's outfit, like, back of her shirt or whatever top she's wearing, around where her backpack would be touching the bottom of it, there's like a dried stain there.
Is she currently wearing the soaked backpack?
That's up to her.
No, I just got up.
So, no.
Iska, did you pack the chemicals from that Dwergar?
Yeah.
Did you do a very poor job of it?
Possibly. Why?
He's going to point out the dried up stains on the back of her shirt.
Ah. Do not have a spare.
The firebrand's going.
Scottish?
The firebrand's going to pick Iska up, and he's going to whistle trying to bring everyone around the campfire before setting her back down. He's like carrying her, like if like you carry like a towel under your shoulder or something.
Iska's gonna fight you on that one.
Is this like never toss a dwarf territory going on here?
Do not pick up a gnome without permission, sir.
And as soon as we arrive at the camp, he's going to plant her on the ground. He's gonna mention, "Hey, I think we've got an unstable." No, well, that was never in question. We have.
That's always unstable. Do not be silly.
I think the gnome is high on chemicals from the Dwergar lab.
And we need to detox the gnome.
Okay. Does anybody do anything?
I think she has a spare shirt, probably.
That's one minor issue.
I mean, the spare shirt is probably also soaked in chemicals, but that's not the point.
It might even be more soaked in chemicals because it's been in the backpack.
Hey, Amity.
Oh, I have prestidigitation. I can just clean everything up. It's fine.
Wait, that's on
Your
the
shirt
blind
is
list?
clean.
Okay.
Yeah, you can clean shit. That's how Amity's been staying with her pristine white nightgown this whole time.
I've been using it for bleach.
Can you heat up my coffee like that?
Well,
No.
that is undivine.
Yes, I can heat up your... You have coffee.
But
Where
still.
did you get coffee?
How are you?
How did you make it without it
Part
already
of-
being hot?
It's a part of an Alkenstar ration. I started with 2 weeks worth of the stuff.
Oh, wow.
Like, concentrated?
No, well, it's however they pack it. So I assume it's either.
Dried.
It's probably not freeze dried, so it's probably just grounds because it's easy to pack.
I'll heat up his coffee a little hotter than comfortable to drink, but just a touch.
We don't want a McDonald's incident here.
That's where I'm going, yeah.
Just enough to be petty, but not enough to cause major
Okay.
medical trauma.
Is Amity upset that Firebrand's been withholding coffee this whole time?
Amity struck me as a tea drinker.
It's more impressive that you've kept the coffee secret for like 3 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys want to investigate this Iska's eyes things any further, or are you guys ready?
I'm gonna
don't-
clean up my backpack and I guess repack the chemicals.
Okay, yeah. So as you do that, you do notice that it appears some have broken and mixed together and then seep through the bottom of your backpack to get in contact with your skin.
Unfortunate. I use prestidigitation to get rid of the stains.
It's clean.
See? No
Sure.
harm done.
Read what some of those things might have combined into.
They were unlabeled.
Do you want to?
Oh, I'm still Sean Headroom right now.
Wait, were they unlabeled?
Yeah, they were all unlabeled.
There are no labels. There is no way to know. Consequences will come, and I will deal with them as they go.
Sounds exciting.
And I will learn nothing from them.
All right.
Well, to scout
I will
out
take
Andon.
careful notes.
Okay. So you all start traveling to Andon, and you arrive around sunset at the. Are you going to the mill, or are you trying to go to the town proper?
The mill.
The mill
Okay.
first.
Yeah.
Starting a
so-
revolution. We need the revolution.
You arrive at the mill, and it appears like, as you see it, completely abandoned. Like there's no signs of life at all nearby. As you go up to the door, Birdie says, "There's a secret passphrase to get in here." And
Is it fuck the
what-
masters?
Not much of a secret, is it?
Not really.
so
Seems
he
like
goes
that
up
one pretty quick.
and he bangs on the door and he says something in Dwarvish. Everybody speaks Dwarvish.
I speak Dwarvish, I think. Hang on, let me check.
But
But I'm pretty sure I do.
I
Okay,
do
it's-
have Dwarven because I've lived in the hold.
Okay, he says "fuck the masters" in Dwarvish.
Oh,
Oh, I speak
Why
Dwarvish
not?
too, yeah. Wait, so
Okay.
I was right?
They unplugged them.
oh,
Yeah, you were right.
Was it gonna
the
be
fire-
Puppetmasters before, before I said that?
It was not.
the firebrand smiles, just like very clever passphrase.
Iska just cheers.
Because it's in Dwarvish. No one knows.
Iska just cheers.
Okay. So you
Well, I
enter
can't
the
take
mill.
notes now, there's a cat sitting in my notebook.
Can you guys see this? Just make sure.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Sometimes the settings don't have token vision on. And inside you
Someone from
see
Half-Life Alyx on screen.
what's that?
That face, that looks like a Half-Life Alyx character.
Oh, it does. It's just some random cowboy.
Totally not Sam Elliott.
I'm trying to get my hot bars to collapse because they're like taking up a lot of room. All right, I'm not gonna worry about it.
No,
So-
only hot bars for you, no cold.
Yup. So inside, you see a lot of people. Like you'd estimate maybe 40 to 50 people. They're all really cramped in here. They
Okay.
look hungry. They look despondent.
Fire marshal.
They look fairly broken. Wyatt Renshaw opens the door, as you may remember from a few adventures ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was
And
dramatic.
he says, "Birdie, so good to see your face." His voice is a little ragged. "And the rest of you, too. I'm reckon you had quite a journey. It's been a little rough for us here, as you may have guessed. Do you mind telling me what transpired?"
Well, we ventured into the forest. We came into contact with, oh, it's been so long.
Zanlin Berryhide.
Berry-
Yeah,
Berryhide.
Zanlin Berryhide. We ran to Zanlin Berryhide, who explained how this a demi-plane is actually anchored in space. We found the location of 3 ley lines holding the protecting the Master's Fortress. We've currently disconnected 2 of the 3 ley lines, and the Master's men are going to know we're beelining for the 3rd one here soon.
All right. Wow. You folks seem to have made more progress in getting us to escape from this hellhole than I or my compatriots have ever done in our time here. I much appreciate what you've done, but I'm afraid I've got some bad news about what's going on in Andon.
What's the lay of the land?
Well, security's gotten much tighter since you left, and the worst of it all is it's not just the Master's men anymore. One of the Masters themselves, from what I understand, is holed up in Andon. And I don't know the state of it now, but best I know, they're all but impenetrable with this magic protection they've got. I don't think there's much to be done against them until whatever you're doing out there with that magic is complete.
Is there we can do to help the people you've got protected in here now?
Well, they're hungry, thirsty, and they're starting to lose their nerve a bit, given that one of the Masters is holed up here. If you could get us some food and water somehow, we've just been too afraid to go out and maybe give up our position here. That might help. And maybe a few words, since you've accomplished so much, to put some of the fight back in them could help as well.
Like your wheelhouse, Sparky.
The firebrand's going to stand before everyone, pulling one half of his duster to the side, revealing a holster.
Okay, you see some familiar faces as you kind of move into position. Jan's, Kid and Cat's adopted mother, Becca Roskier, the barkeep that Kid and Cat used to work for, and Arnold Adler, the gravekeeper that you once helped, as well as several other just random people you haven't met. But go ahead.
I cast Infectious Enthusiasm, and anybody within 30 feet of me gets a bonus to will saves or not charisma skill checks, because that's unethical. But will saves.
Just a bonus to will saves?
Like, the spell explicitly says it's unethical to use it for charisma-based skills, but maybe it'll just make people feel better. It's called Infectious Enthusiasm.
Okay. It is cast.
Yes.
Firebrand speaks up. Back where I live, in Galarian, you may have heard stories about the people coming from there. There exists a now free country, unshackled by the chains of oppression, freed by a series of 3 gods and their allies. Lubeko, the Mwangi god of rebellion. He stoked the flames. Caden Kalian gave his support. He detonated the first cart, freeing the first of the slaves. Following that, Milani gave the strength to the people. Gave strength to the people to guide their way. Now, the time isn't right to strike now, especially if the defenses are directly on that man. But what we need to do, what we have to do, if it can be once, it can be done again. We're gonna set this city ablaze. We will make them pay for what they've done. No longer will we live under oppression. We will be free.
All right. I'm gonna need you to roll persuasion or performance. That's fine. Yeah, whatever skill you choose. And
30.
Amity successfully aided you, so you get to add that too.
So 32.
32.
Well, it's 31. This is a +1 on aiding.
Okay, 31.
That's a 19 on the die.
That is a critical success. Okay, so you can see the faces of the people, which at the start of your speech seemed completely bereft of hope, just start to light up. You see people nodding. You see their fists start to clench with an anger that had been quenched by being oppressed for so long, and the natural oppression of starvation being stuck in here. One of them raises their hand in the air and says, "We're with you!" And many of them just nod along with that one person. It seems like you have definitely made a difference here. And when the time is right, these people will be ready to help.
And then he's going to turn to
Wyatt.
The cowboy's name. Wyatt. He's going to pull up the other holster of his around his waist. He's going to yank the belt off. Now, you're the one in charge of these people. They'll rally on your call. He's going to publicly bundle up the holster with the judge on it. The rose pistol with cold iron engravings. He's going to extend it out for him.
Okay.
Now, this is a lot hotter than your crossbows, but damn does it make a show. They'll follow you.
You sure you want me to have this?
I do. It's an excellent rallying cry.
He takes out his hand and accepts the pistol. He kind of holds it in front of his face, and then with an expert touch, he just like twirls it around in his hand once. And you gave him your belt too. right?
Yes, the belt with,
and he stows it in the holster with an audible click of it inserting. And he says, "For the first time in my entire life, I feel like we can win this."
Now, I don't know. Do we know if unanchoring the third ley line is going to be it's going to have an effect on the plane itself?
I think it's something we have to do in the Citadel.
Yes, exactly. So recalling back to what you heard from both Zanlin and the ancient king, is there is a magic device in the Citadel that controls the plane shift. The ley lines were a power source that were twisted into a kind of oppressive magical protection for the masters. Yeah, and you're not 100% sure on what eliminating all of them versus eliminating 2 does. That could be a Arcana or occultism check or something if you want to try to reason that out.
Yeah, turn towards Amity.
I mean,
or would nature work because it is ley line magic?
Any magic skill you can use, divine, religion.
I'm gonna try to make a good estimate based on what I've seen of these so far.
Okay. Firebrand, you're not quite sure, but Amity, you do feel like these ley lines have such immense power that even one of them would be enough to render a very strong magical protection upon just a few individuals.
Risking. The ley lines are massive and powerful, and we don't know how many masters there are, and that's why it does. We need our victory to be total.
I'm afraid I don't know their number. They're definitely secretive with who's in their actual family and who has the strange protection they have. But I'd wager that they'd afford it to any of those in their immediate family.
Back into Galarian. It's in my hometown's backyard. I don't really want to come home having dropped a massive headache there. It's going to be complicated enough.
I see what you're saying. We best eliminate them here and now.
I think we need to hit the last ley line.
All right. Well, if that's what you're fixing to do, the rest of us here, we won't just sit idly by. When you come back, you're going to have a mighty hard task to do, and going into Andon, and as far as I can tell, rooting out the master that's in there. I feel like if you can lay him low, then the rest of Andon might fall behind you. But right now, they're definitely afraid of their power. And ain't nothing gonna convince them that the Master's power is broken than a broken Master themselves. So, if it's possible... What's that?
Oh, Amity's being creepy.
Oh.
It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
I reckon it might be. If it's possible for y'all to maybe sneak into the town and find your way to where that master is. Lay them low somehow and show the rest of the town that these masters can be brought down. That might do it. That might be the spark that starts all of this.
We need to get the last ley line first, right? They're still protected.
You do. You do have to get it. But while you're gone, if you want to put some of us to work, maybe gathering some info, I think some of us would be willing to do that. So, talking as the GM. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to suggest to Wyatt, too, that maybe they could quietly send someone up to Cardi for food and supplies, since that city seems more prosperous than it presents.
That's a mighty fine idea. Jans walks forward and says, "Well, I'd like to go there if I could."
Aye, you should.
Nettie's already there, isn't he?
That's right. Oh, Kitty Cat, have you seen Nettie? Is he all right?
Aye, he's the one who told me about what happened here originally. We went over in the direction of Cardi and posted him up somewhere safe. So if you're careful, it might be also possible for you to sneak out of town in that direction, see if you can find them.
Well, that's quite a relief. All right, I'll get ready, and Kitty Cat, please stay safe. I'm worried sick about you.
Oh, you don't need to worry. Stayed safe so far, ain't I?
She just smiles and nods, walks off to prepare. So yeah, speaking as the GM now, you guys will have to infiltrate the town once you are done with your business with the ley line. Now, what you can do is you have 5 kind of groups of people that are willing to help you because of the rallying cry you did. You can use them for what's called edge during your infiltration, which essentially means they're not going to do anything now, but they're kind of going to sneak into town along with you. And if things kind of go bad, you can use that edge as those people helping you in a kind of get out of jail free card kind of way.
So we're going to get to do heist rules later.
Yes. So
Fun.
you can, there's 2 ways you can use the edge. One is a flashback, which is like, say the roll goes really bad, the guards find you, and you can say, no, wait, before this happened, you know, Arnold Adler went into town, and he, exactly. So it's a get out of jail free card that way, and you can also use it to automatically succeed at some kind of check, right? Like, maybe you have to climb a wall, but beforehand, somebody came in and, like, hit a ladder, right, for you to use. So that is how you use the edge. The other thing you can do is send some of your 5 in now to gather intelligence on the town. Okay? And I'm going to just tell you the types of intelligence you can try to gather. You can try to get detailed knowledge of the guards. And if you know this, you will get a flat +2 circumstance bonus on any checks involving the guards. Just because you know about them, you know, like, their behaviors.
Just a heads up, you do know that attack rolls are checks, right?
Skill checks.
There you go.
Not attack rolls, yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's why, like, Frightened and all that apply to, like, attack rolls, is because those are all checks now. Like, everything. If you roll against a DC, it's all a check.
I'm gonna say exploration mode checks.
Okay. Because I was like, that's gonna be baller if that goes through.
That'll be nuts.
Is that baller anyway?
So the other things you can learn is where this master is, like, non-specifically, just where in the town they are. Okay. I'm gonna make a journal entry with these in there, and then you guys can look at it.
Yep. I think at the moment we only need one person to seek down the general whereabouts of the master, and then
Honestly,
once we get back in a few days.
Any more than one would probably draw attention. Get caught before they could report back. No, I'm not muted.
I mean, knowledge of the guards might be a very generally positive thing for us to have that would come up multiple times.
Alright, I'm gonna share this. Recruitership, everybody's an observer. And then, so let me just show it. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. So yeah, 2, 3, and 4, they're kind of progressive, right? Like you need to know the general location of the master to know the specific location. And then you need to know the specific location to know intelligence on how to enter where that is. So if you want to do those, you kind of have to do them in sequence, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And remember, if
2,
you
3,
don't
4.
spend any here, you get to spend them as edge points.
Yeah.
To use during the heist.
I think at the moment we just need to find out the general location. That'll probably narrow it down enough for us to kick down the door.
2 and 4 seem very important.
I agree.
Location of the master isn't necessarily going to get us the target building. So 4 seems important, but we can't start
We
there
need
yet.
2,
We might
3,
have to do
and
our own
4.
intelligence there. I was thinking 5 might be nice.
Really? I was thinking 5 was the least useful. 1
If we
seems
know
very
we're
nice.
in town, we don't need like a route in there.
Mhm.
We can just...
And a getaway route shouldn't be necessary if we just kill all the problems, which is the plan.
We don't need. Yeah, the getaway route is us is us getting the master.
Maybe.
Well, let's just do 1 person on 2. I think that's all we do.
Just 1 person on 2, and you want to keep the rest for edge. That's
Yep.
it.
Oh, I feel
Yep.
like detailed knowledge cards could be really useful.
Because if you think about it, we're a very well-balanced strike force.
We are.
All right. So have we decided on just 2?
I mean, that is
Think
definitely the
so.
most important one.
Okay.
I think just to because a lot of the other ones are stuff that's like very
Nice,
hard to. They're nice, but also very hard to get without being super suspicious.
True.
All right. So, you have a bit of a war council with Wyatt and the other folks here, and you make the decision that you're going to send somebody out to try to find where the masters hold up generally. And the other 4 groups are going to just try to help you in some way in the actual infiltration, and that way will be decided when you decide to use your edge points.
All right.
All right. Okay. All right. So, with that, Wyatt says, well, I think we've decided on everything here. Once you clear this last ley line for us, just stop back here one last time and we can get this party started.
Our
All
thoughts.
Oh,
Well,
Hello?
hello?
What? Hi.
Okay. So, Wyatt says, well, if that's it, guess I'll see you soon. So, you guys ready to head out?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
By
pants.
Got my new spells. Got my mysterious glowing eyes.
may Lubeco's flame burn within you.
The group in there nods at you again, and one of them sticks up their hand and says, "And with you." So,
Are we Catholic?
No, that was a upraised fist.
yep, Fist of Rebellion. Okay, so it is nighttime now. Did you guys just want to stay the night here?
Yeah.
All right.
Are the Kit Kats going to ask about what I said about Caden at all?
What'd you say about Caden?
Yeah, sorry, Can you remind me what you said about Caden? I'm sorry.
That Caden fed the flames of the rebellion they were talking about.
I mean, yeah, I imagine they would. I just like I don't really think they'd do it at a specific moment necessarily. You know what I mean? Like,
I see.
I don't know. Sorry, I'm a little bit sleep deprived.
Understandable. Okay, so speaking of sleep, you all turn in for the night in the camped confines of this mill.
Yes.
Uneventful considering you're inside. You wake up the next morning and it's time to head out. Where are you guys heading?
Well, we gotta go south.
All right.
Oh, you also didn't delete the second tether in the...
Good call. Yoink.
We're
Well,
gone.
I say we start beelining it to the ley line.
Okay,
Right.
just go with beeline.
Direct route. No stops.
1, 2, 3. Nap time. All right. You guys turn in for camp like normal?
Yep.
I set the
Okay.
alarm spell.
All right. So you turn into camp. You set the alarm spell. Itzka, I'm gonna need another fortitude, please.
It is.
Okay.
Oh no.
You have a similar night, but this time, you awakened just feeling drained, like your strength has been sapped from you,
Gross.
and you have the drained one condition.
Oh
Don't
shit.
like that. Not like that.
Other than that, still the blue eyes. Though
I'm glowy,
it does.
but now I'm also sad.
Yes, and it seems that the blue has spread a tiny bit more out from your eyes.
I'm extra special.
All right, you guys keep moving.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, we
Yep.
decide to stop and give up. No rebellion. No leyline destruction. No murder.
Can we see, like, the castle in the distance from here?
So we're at 6 miles. I mean, it's like 18 miles away.
Okay.
No. You'd have to be adjacent, basically, to see it.
Fair.
All right, so another night. Itzka, fortitude, please.
Yay.
Okay. So you lose the drain condition.
Oh,
And yeah, you awaken. You don't look much different.
do I look more blue?
Probably more.
Equally blue?
Dabba-dee dabba-die.
Equally blue.
Is this a permanent thing now?
Yeah.
It's something that must be resolved somehow.
That's ominous. Oh, look, a mountain.
Yep. Yeah, as you walk a bit more, you do see a mountain in the distance. And you make camp. Set your alarm spell.
Mm-hmm.
And during camp, you hear a extremely loud cry from the alarm spell going off.
I
Ah,
immediately fucking jump up and I am ready to fucking murder the first thing that
Okay.
moves, whatever triggered that.
All right.
It
all
only
right.
alerts Iska, right?
No, I said an
Uh,
auditory. I set it an auditory alarm.
Alright,
So
so like,
everybody.
So everybody hears it. This is
Yeah.
not a silent alarm.
yeah, it is scramble.
All
This
right.
is my yesterday's me doing all this, because I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm catching up on bookkeeping.
I think mage armor generally assumes that you cast it during preparation because it lasts all
Oh,
day.
the bell
Yeah.
allows each creature in the area to cast a DC 15 perception check to wake up.
It had just fallen off me.
I mean, do you really need a DC to wake up with a really loud alarm going off?
I think
Alright.
technically, if only because there's certain things that make perception checks to wake up harder, but like if you don't want to fuck with it, then there's not really a point to it. If
Yeah,
you're like, it's
yeah,
not enough to wake you all up, then hey.
Look, all I know is my alarm wakes me up every morning without fail, and I don't need a perception check. So, so I think you're good.
I
Alright.
do. I have 2 hours of alarms.
That's what my wife does. All right. So
I'm sorry.
as the
I
alarm
know
goes
it's
off,
insufferable.
you also hear a kind of baying sound in the distance, a kind of twisted howling.
I'm gonna kill him. Murder.
And people that can see in the dark.
Everybody but Carnifex, but Firebrand.
Yeah.
I don't know why I started dead naming him all of a sudden.
You see some very strange like figures in the distance.
Indiscreet and clinging. They have an affair going.
They look kind of canine almost, but twisted with almost human-like flesh.
And so, this is my theory. The indiscreet and the clinging one are having an affair, and the vengeful one is the one being cheated on.
That's just that's really funny. Okay, so initiative, everybody. If you haven't rolled.
Ow! Come on, it was my alarm.
Did you roll? I like you rolled your initiative.
Yeah, I rolled mine.
No, Iska.
Oh,
Just
fuck
use
me.
your
I rolled
perception
perception
check instead of
instead.
Yeah.
Well, lucky for you, you get to roll again.
Well, it
And
didn't do
you got
much.
worse. Okay. So first up is Firebrand. You can kind of hear them in the distance where they are, but you don't know exactly where they are.
All right. One action. They're going to do the vocal activation for their the Wayfinder. Second action. They're going to stand up.
Okay.
My weapon's already drawn because 10 paces.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to step. I'm going to step to... Oh, the game's paused.
Oh, fixed.
I'm going to step to here.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Okay. So one of these creatures just comes like barreling out of where it was
Oh, jeez.
hidden. Runs right up next to Iska, and Iska, it just like lunges at you with its jaws.
Oh,
That's not what I wanted.
they went AFK. That's
Well, it
okay.
missed.
They missed.
So, despite being AFK, they missed. Turk.
Oh boy. Let's get that flame. Let's get those flames stoked. And then movement, the emergency flanking, and then a flurry of blows. Flurious blows.
Yeah, and Turk, as you get close to this thing,
Yeah.
it's definitely monstrous. Like, it
Oh wow.
has, like, human-like skin, but it has fur coming off. It has a snout like a dog.
Oh,
it's
jeez.
kind of standing in a cross between a bipedal and a quadrupedal stance where it kind of, like, shifts down sometimes, but then it stands up.
He looks awkward, like he's a little anxious.
Fair enough. Okay, so, one strike.
Hell yeah, both attacks hit.
Stunning
11.
fist.
And stunning fist.
What save is that for it?
DC 20 Fortitude. There should be on. Yeah.
What's that?
Rip. Oof. It makes the save then. Yeah, Turk just runs up and basically just does a shining wizard on it.
What?
I'm trying to say. I'm trying to find a good example of a shining wizard.
Cobalt!
He basically does this, minus the step stool.
Does what? Oh, you sent a video.
Yeah.
Sorry, just 1 second. I've been kobolded. But yes, you did hit it twice, and it is definitely looking very hurt. It's almost hard to tell that it's
Shiny
injured with its twisted form, but it is.
Yeah. Advantages of having clawed feet is that I can do slashing attacks with my kicks. That is the end of my turn. The next Twisted Hound is up.
That's a Shining Wizard.
Hit.
All right, so one of the other Twisted Hounds runs up next to Turok, and it is going to take a bite. But Turok, you're able to dodge out of the way.
Woo.
Amity.
Amity is going to back up, kind of shielded a little bit by the tent.
That looks like a electric arc of all time.
What? What a weird idea! I would never do that. I need reflex saves from your hounds.
One of the reflex saves of all time.
Why are you hurting my poor hounds?
Well, they
Sorry.
started it.
Let's see. Did they roll their reflex saves?
Oh, you
One of
just
them.
did one.
I had them
When you
both targeted weird. Alright, Vengeful failed, so let's do Clinging.
Cleaning makes it.
Okay. So full to Vengeful. And half to Clinging. So, yeah, as the electric courses through them, the Vengeful one, though it doesn't stop its, like, assault at all, it definitely looks like it's just starting to slow down.
Is it possible to change one signature spell, or is that set?
It requires... I think changing a signature spell... I know changing some of your spells is just like you can do it once per level up, but changing a signature spell might be like a week retraining, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about this, but Turok, Iska, and Firebrand, you all need to roll... Actually, not Firebrand. Turok and Iska, you need to roll a will save.
I don't think I'm an expert in that.
Will save.
Damn.
Okay,
I may
Iska,
not remember anything, but I do know how to... I do know where my mind's at.
So,
It's not
Iska, these things are absolutely horrifying, but given, like, all of the things that you went through in your personal life, they just, like, you're like, eh.
They just don't rate.
But Turok, just the unnerving nature of these things just kind of set your mind ablaze with worry, and you're frightened.
Yeah, these things are absolutely spooky.
I am spookier.
It is your turn.
Carnifex- Bone
Did
shaker.
Carnifex also roll? Or the Firebringer, excuse me.
He's
About
not
5
10 feet away because of diagonal.
Actually,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's... No, that's 10 feet.
Does it still
There's
count?
a-
Okay, then you gotta roll.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
It's
think
only-
you
those
have
only-
you have a +1.
Will?
Yep, well.
Yeah, you have a +1 from the aura. This is a fear effect.
There we go.
I was gonna go extra and do bone
Oh,
shaker.
the 24, actually.
Yeah,
Seems
you were
a little silly to
completely...
use that on a guy who's near
Okay,
death.
completely unaffected. So, the electric arc, are you hitting both of them, Iska, or just one?
I think I can hit both of them, actually.
Yeah, I think so. Alright, so Clinging failed, Vengeful succeeded. Roll your damage, please.
Man, you're more than 9.
That's because I'm cooler than you. No offense.
Ignore that. I did damage to the wrong one. Why are you still hidden? There we go. Alright, sorry.
God damn it. I should have
There
just
we
learned
go.
the bone shaker on him.
So yeah, Vengeful is looking extremely hurt.
Oh, and then I move. Away.
Okay.
I
Oh.
yeet myself 25 feet behind the fucking K-Cats. I am
Okay.
absolutely not sticking around. I'm a
All right.
squishy little baby.
So you move away.
You're a gnome, you get plus con.
I'm a squishy little... Is that why I have more hit points than him?
Yes.
Doesn't matter, I still only have 40 hit points.
I have 44, and I'm a second
You're a
liner.
glass cannon. Shut the fuck up.
All right, so one other one just rushes up
Shit.
back here and lunges at Amity.
Oh. Better you than me.
And Amity the Matrix stops. I never hit you.
Backflips away.
That's why it's better you than
These
me.
things are just, these things are really bad at
Rolling.
Really bad at rolling.
Well, it's
Yup.
the fact that they're like trying to be quadruped. They're trying so hard to be Sturbing little quadruped biped things that they just don't have the coordination.
That's exactly right. Okay.
That's why there's no quadruped biped hybrid combos. You sacrifice too much.
Kitty cat.
All right,
We're not
Kit
doing
and
two things
Cat.
badly.
First action. She's going to clang her sword against her shield and enter an inspiring martial stance.
Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah.
So,
Alright.
first thing I have to do is a
Brilliant
diplomacy
example.
check. You can set DC based on situations, but it's usually just whatever you think a normal DC for this level would be.
Well,
Okay.
there's a chart for DC by level for 4 would be 19.
I'm doing DC by creature level.
A failure. Oh,
That doesn't
Do not
matter.
enter the stance.
The DC I set is for the creatures. Well, is it for your level or the level of the creatures you're going up against?
So the stance,
you set the DC based on, it says usually your level, but you can assign a different DC based
Yeah.
on the circumstances if you want to.
What exactly does this do to help me set the DC?
there's a DC by level chart where if you're in a set, basically there's the abilities that will reference like a standard DC of your level or hard DC of your level. You basically modify it like +1 or +2.
Okay,
if
so
it's hard
if-
versus-
It is a failure then, if it's fine.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
fine if it's a failure. I'm not going to worry about.
yeah, like at 4th level, it's going to be a DC 19 when you try to inspire the stance.
Well, doesn't do anything. That's fine.
I was
second
inspired.
No, thanks. So second action, she's going to step to enter flanking. And third, she's just going to try and drop
I
a
will
boy.
fake out to aid the roll. We get +1 on the roll.
Okay.
Oh, the campfire has flicker effects.
It does.
Sweet.
That's
Ouch.
one thing.
Not that you needed the +1.
Nice.
Whack.
Okay.
Just fucking destroy him.
So you just take like a huge chunk of flesh out of this thing. It hardly reacts at all, but it's like bleeding pretty fiercely now. That's it for your turn, right?
Yes.
So as you do that, though, the other two hounds, seeing their comrade attacked, both try to attack Turek.
Oh boy.
They have a reaction.
Sorry, Turek. Have fun.
Good luck.
Minimum
And
damage.
they do a
Just
critical
realize I
hit
lost you're flanking against that one guy.
and roll a 1.
Ha! Deserved
So,
it.
yeah, Turek, you take 10
take
from
10
that,
damage.
and the other one,
He takes 10 himself.
a regular hit for 7 damage. And Firebrand's turn.
Right, I am going to feint against clinging. Success. It's flat-footed
Yep.
to my next shot.
Hold on, let me put it on. Done.
Boom! That's a
Bammo.
lot of fucking damage. Damn. That's
Okay.
a lot of damage.
Yeah, so Turek, you're just standing there after being bit, and then, like, almost as its jaws are coming off of you, its head just, like, completely explodes, covering you with this, like, disgusting ichor.
It would be
And then-
comical if it didn't smell so bad.
Then what I'm going to do is I will gunpowder gauntlet this one up here.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Here comes the fail train, alright.
Thomas, the fail train.
Oh, I said that in character.
Apparently, yeah. It was just scrolling through for us.
Firebrand's like, the Firebrand attempts to confound an enemy. Alright. That's your turn, right?
Yep, that's my turn.
Like the
Okay.
Michael.
Damn it.
Oh, actually, sorry, almost forgot. You did attack one of the allies, so this indiscreet one is going to try to bite Amity. And Amity, it does bite you this time for 9 damage.
Reaction to spare Amity the momentary bite through of the nightgown, and I have to preserve its delicate structural integrity to prevent her from getting
Honestly,
hit.
yeah.
Anyway,
Prestidigitation can only do so much for 90.
it has to choose, but I tend to go with the damage, the one that lets it do the attack anyway. So,
All right. How much damage does it reduce?
reduces it now by 6,
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so only take 3, Amity.
and also it's enfeebled too.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, so it does seem like it is strange as you use your power that makes it feel regret for past things. You almost sense like this thing is like extremely sorrowful in some way.
It's doing that. That's not what I'm trying to do.
Are you not targeting it, or?
Oh, it's Sharkstar, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't even have that. It keeps rolling damage dice for electric arc, and that's not what's
Oh.
been active. I don't know where it's coming from.
Right. It's time for Flurry of Blows.
Glorious blows!
First hit misses. Second attack also misses. You know what? I'm going to use a key point on that second strike with using my reaction.
Point.
I'm going to perfect strike that second attack.
Okay. What does that do?
That is a key spell.
Okay.
You can post the key spell in chat. There you go.
Yep.
I thought you were gonna hero point it, honestly.
Okay, go reroll.
Now these come back more often.
True.
Fortunately, that also misses. Well, it was worth a shot.
Yeah, it's worth a shot, right?
I'll make. I will.
It's a fortune effect.
So
Yeah.
I can't hero point it.
I know, but I'm just gonna punch.
Okay, you can do that.
Just punch the monster.
It's almost dead.
Punch the monsters thing.
Oh, you needed that roll the first time. Oh, the frightened made you miss. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Off
So unfortunately, so
one.
I'm just. Turek is just at that point. Turek is just gonna back up.
Okay.
Poor Turek.
Yeah.
All right, so you back up. That's actually a smart thing. Amity's turn.
Also, since it's the end of my turn, my frighten goes away.
Yes, it does.
So backing up, just kind of clear my head, get refocused.
You back up a little farther, and from a few feet away, you realize it just looks kind of stupid.
Yeah.
It's less disturbing and more.
Go for magic missiles.
Okay.
I'm gonna start him at the guy right in front of me.
Okay.
So 1 for 4.
1 indiscreet.
Yeah. Sorry, I haven't targeted anybody.
Okay.
And a second one for 2.
Okay.
And if it's still up, a third one for 3.
Okay, 3 magic missiles slam into it, and it looks like it's barely like holding together.
The way I like them.
All right.
Falling apart at the seams.
Next up is Vengeful, who is going to
Crit fail to breathe.
just try to bite the nearest target. Oof.
Oh boy.
Wow, that's just fucking rude.
Yeah, it's a
Wow, is that
firebrand.
another minimum roll?
It is a nat 20, nat 1 damage.
Ah,
But it's got 1 more attack. That misses. All right. Iska.
they're both like really fucked up. So I'm just gonna stick with the basics.
Arco the electric.
On the both of them, but I can target it.
Okay.
Oh,
Success and fail. Roll your damage, please.
Perfectly average, as all things should be.
I disagree.
Okay, one of them just like convulses on the ground, no longer moving of its own volition. The other one's barely standing up.
Iska is gonna say, did you know that when you electrocute the corpse moves?
All right. Okay, Indiscreet's turn.
Actually, can I roll an intimidate by saying that?
Yeah, action.
If you had actions to intimidate it.
Demoralize.
I do have one action left, I think, yeah.
Yeah, you could demoralize.
Demoralize.
Also requires a shared language, I believe.
Unless you have feet for it, but...
I do actually have the intimidate and glare feat.
But yeah,
And
go
then-
ahead. Yeah.
I'm
Go
gonna
for it.
say that just to be funny, but like...
Okay, that's a success. What does it do to it? Frightened?
Frightened one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you can
Just
see,
to be a dick.
its tail starts to go, like, further between its legs a bit.
Whimpers a little bit.
Yep. It's its turn, though. And
You made it enfeebled too.
it is from, Kin Cat.
Okay.
Tries to bite Amity. Bites you once. Tries again. Miss. And last time. Critical miss. Okay. So one bite on you, Amity. And now it is Kitty Cat.
think you
I
made
feel
it
bad for
enfeebled
this
too,
dog.
instead
It
of
would have had
frightened.
an easier time biting the kitten cats for once. What am I doing? Right. I mean, this thing's near death. She's gonna try and hack off the rest of it.
No, I
Artifacts, come on.
failed. Oh,
Why are you saying that?
Irrelevant.
Doesn't matter.
the firebrand.
Okay. So yeah, Kid and Cat, you just take your greatsword and you just slice this thing in half. It's completely dead, and all of them are dead.
Stick them in the bonfire.
Why?
Gross.
I
That
don't
sounds
think
like it would
it's.
smell awful.
I don't think it's a good idea to cook meat if we're just gonna leave it to smell and smoke and attract other weird dog things.
Live will taste.
Yeah.
Look at that.
All right, and you guys get
The worst meat you ever eat.
140 EXP. Part of that is for your roleplay at the the mill.
Nice.
There you go. Okay. Do you want to do anything with the remains of these things?
Drag them off into the forest, then.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
Just
dragging
put them
them.
somewhere away from the camp.
Yeah.
Okay. Carnifex, since you're dragging them, roll perception.
The Kit Kats will help
Fire
lug them.
brand.
I will not help.
Detect magic.
Yeah.
You detect traces of magic on them.
Well, they clearly weren't natural. Listen, evolution doesn't like it when you... Listen, evolutionarily speaking, doing one thing well always serves you better than doing two things badly.
Okay. So, Firebrand, as you're
Yep.
dragging
About their
these things
biological
away,
metabolism.
you notice like something shining inside of the gnarled fur of one of these. Do you want to investigate it?
Yes, I will.
They
So you pull
all
it out.
came from the same direction, right?
Yes.
Was that the
Uh,
direction of the mountain that we're going to?
It was
Or is
the
it just a-
direction of Angra.
Ah, oh boy.
So, it's a locket that you pull out that seems to have somehow just got like stuck inside of this creature's fur. You can open it if you want.
I will open it.
Okay. Inside, you see a paper that has like a crude child's drawing on it, and some writing in common that looks like it may have been written by a child, and it just says, "I love you forever, Daddy, Nora."
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
So these are people.
They were people.
They're going to close up the locket again, finish dragging them away from camp, and then he's going to bring everyone to the bonfire before they go back to bed to show them. So I was taking a look at one of the corpses as I was disposing of them. Came across one of these. He says, holding up. What kind of locket is it?
It's a crude, bronze locket. It doesn't look like it's expensive.
Okay.
Something that may have been an heirloom to like some peasant family or something.
Okay. They pop it open and, well, either this somehow got stuck in the fur or we're dealing with mutated people.
That's terrible.
Be right back. Just 1 second. You guys can continue.
I would be less surprised if they were mutated persons than if it had merely gone stuck in the fur from a previous victim.
No, I can barely hear you again.
Oh, fuck you. I would be less surprised if this was mutated persons than if they were, it was merely stuck in the fur. If you saw how they walked and moved, there is not a natural movement. I do not know much about nature, but I know that that was not it.
I'm here.
In a messed up area, the better solution would be that these things had victimized a group already. Kid or Cat, do either one of you have a moment for some of your healing?
Aye, of course.
Actually, Turek, how far down are you?
I'm 35 out of 52, so I'm missing a decent chunk.
We're going to be going back to sleep at some point anyway, so like
I assume we're going to take 30.
We'll take time to take care of it. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can heal to full, restore anything you lost.
Yeah.
So, that said, we actually do have a rune to transfer, so if we want to break for...
We have 2 of them, I think.
Oh, that's right, we have 2 striking runes to transfer. If we want to break for a day, I can go and transfer... It's 8 hours to transfer, so I can take... we take 16 hours in camp here, the Firebrand would be able to transfer both of them.
I thought we were... Well, I mean, they're going to meet us there whether we like it or not, and I'm pretty sure they have their full...
We may as well also be prepared.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be prepared.
I can go after these spell books I've got.
And also
and maybe
that
get
means...
something else out of Zanlin's.
And hey, this also means that Amity will no longer have to prepare a magic weapon.
Ever again.
I don't really stopped.
Good.
Because...
All right.
Well,
So,
because it...
are you guys like taking a day basically to do this kind of prep work and stuff? Okay.
Yep.
I
All
set
right.
the alarm spell, obviously, for the day of prep.
Okay. So yeah, you take a day, and Amity, you can roll a Arcana or whatever magic skill you want for that. Iska, Fortitude save.
No. Iska is very eager to learn what Amity learns from those books, because last time Amity learned something, Iska got to rip a man's bones out of his body.
Okay. Iska, you succeed. You have no ill effects, but whatever process has taken place does continue to happen.
With
Very
my
slightly increased spidering of that blue line out.
Do I glow in the dark now? Like, do I
Very
have...
slightly.
So Firebrand can't shoot me, no matter what I do, because he knows the glowy bit is
Yes. yes, he would see, if you're facing him, he would see a tiny glowing eye looking at him. Amity, that is a success. You have successfully decoded the strange language of one of these spells. Let's say it's a 2nd level spell. And let me help find out what it is.
Bones and bones. Rattling bones.
Where are you, compendium browser? There you are.
You have been never still a bone shaker out of there. You are legally obligated.
I think, isn't there a fireworks spell at 2nd level?
That sounds dangerous.
It is. It's extremely dangerous.
Well, that's how you know it's cool.
Yeah. Loud,
It
dangerous,
would be.
and shiny.
It would also fit the theming of
Peace
learning.
out. I gotta go text someone in for the night, actually.
Oh, yeah, go for it. I'm
would
going to
fit
post the spell to this when you come back.
Oh, she's out the
So,
charitable urge.
yeah, when she gets back, the spell is charitable urge.
Oh, boring!
Could have been fireworks.
No, oh, well, actually, this is kind of funny, though.
Anyone want a soda? I got a bunch in my fridge.
I'd love one if you could ship it here.
I got
What kind of soda
Coke
you got?
Zero, Dr. Pepper Zero, and then I got the Dr. Pepper cream soda.
Disgusting.
Why don't we take a 5-minute break, since Jen ready to take a break.
All right.
We can
That
avail
seems
ourselves
fair.
of facilities. And yeah, I'll be back very soon.
Not paid for by Coke, by the way.
Fucking better not be.
All right, yeah, Sean, if you didn't hear, a 5-minute break, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, I got headphones, I heard. Alright.
Gotcha, cool.
Ice cream time!
Nose. There.
Ice.
Hey, Saturn, it's just us.
Oh, hi.
I came back.
I didn't realize everyone else had left.
Well, once Josh gets back, I've got 2 spell learning checks to do to see if I can pick up Charm and Charitable Urge.
Fun.
That's higher. Huh?
Hmm?
You look exhausted.
Yeah. I haven't really been sleeping that much. I feel like I could probably fall asleep sitting up. Trying not to, honest.
All right.
I want to do a couple of Arcana checks for these two spells for Charm and Charitable Urge.
Go for it. Do you know the DC?
Soda!
Do you know what the
I'm
DC is to learn
looking it
them?
up because I never remember it.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, no, I know.
15 for Charm, 18 for Charitable Urge.
Yep, I see it. Yep.
So I'll do Charm first.
And you got to pay the fee too.
Right. It would be a total of 8 GP, and I think we've got it.
Woo!
Let me check
Bumna.
to make sure. Yeah, we've totally got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's for Charm.
I remember someone turned it into a text meme. It was like Obama,
Right.
and like the
Okay.
pleading. The pleading
Success.
eyes.
Out of 10.
And then Charitable Urge. So this one needs an 18. I don't get that one.
Nope. All right, so you got the first one. Charm,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you spend a day doing all that prep.
Sean, what the fuck does that mean?
Have you not? Hold on, I need to find the meme for you.
Obama.
There you go, Noah.
Yeah, no, I'm not playing this for the fucking...
No, just for you. Don't play it to stream.
I'm not planning on it.
It's funny.
We're not watching this right now.
All right.
Just no.
I just imagine Biden was saying soda in Japanese instead of soda. Obama,
I don't know.
soda.
Biden breast. Don't try to understand it. It's not worth it.
Dark Brandon. All right, that's enough of humiliating myself. You guys ready to move on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let us. Everyone has striking now, right? Everyone transferred the runes?
Yes, I'll do that. I was waiting for your go-ahead.
Yes, I am spending a day, assuming we're not getting jumped in camp.
We better
Wunderbar.
not be.
Striking.
So that.
Okay.
Alright, so this Warflail's now just a +1 war. Oop. +1 Warflail.
Give me that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
give me
the
that.
original.
I'm modifying them right in the party loot for when we sell it, because we don't need just base +1 runes.
Right, details. Yeah.
Yep, you just add striking onto it.
Yeah, I finally have striking.
So I assume this takes the place of like masterwork versus non-masterwork.
Yes. Well, Masterwork. So the way it works now is instead of the +1 runes giving you +1 to attack and damage, you get a +1 rune that increases your accuracy by 1. When you get a striking rune, you double the amount of damage dice you throw.
Mm.
So if you have a D6 weapon and you get a striking rune on it, it is now throwing 2d6.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
And then that's doubled on a crit, so even more.
Yep.
All right, so you guys set off towards your objective here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, and at long last, you arrive at where this ley line is emerging from. It appears to be some kind of ruined tower. Yeah, and you can see, like, up on a hill, a little bit past where you enter here, there's, like, an entryway, just kind of broken down walls, 2 ways to go in. You guys should be able to move, I think.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So, as you move closer, to where the tower entry is, you see a very poorly made sign, and it has a drawing on it. Doesn't have words. Well, it does have some words. It has a drawing of an orc's face that's smiling, and in Taldane is written, very badly spelled, "Please come in," and it's pointing this way with an arrow.
Okay.
The orc
How
is
polite.
inviting us in.
Orcish.
It's written in common, Taldane.
I'm
Okay,
going to
perception.
I'm keeping my eyes peeled everywhere. Eyes peeled like grapes.
Okay.
Ooh, send.
So you notice a very poorly concealed pit trap right here. And like you kind of notice as you peer into it, there's a corpse at the bottom of it, impaled on some of the rudimentary spikes down there. It looks like an orc corpse.
Somebody does not like work.
Oh, looks like somebody forgot.
John.
I will go ahead and attempt to thievery the trap.
I mean, it's a pit in the ground. It's not far. You can hop over it.
Okay.
You would
not
simply
something-
walk around it.
Does the body in the pit appear to have any gear on it, or like how far down is it?
It's like a 6-foot deep pit. It's not that deep. You could probably, with a little effort, either carefully climb down there and check it out, or, use a rope and somehow see if you can get it out.
I do have a rope. Any of you want to climb down the pit?
No.
There might be something on the corpse.
No.
I mean, I'd kind of like to know if there's something on the corpse, but I'd rather use a mage hand to figure it out, and I'd need 10 minutes for that.
Also, I don't think you're going to lift the corpse with Mage Hand.
No, I would rummage around it with mage hand from up here.
It's 60 feet,
You know
or
what would
6
help?
feet down.
You know what would help? My poking stick, which is 10 feet long. I unfold my poking stick.
That's poking, not grabbing.
No,
You can
but
poke
it will
it.
allow us to move and manipulate.
Hey Turok, the firebrand's going to pull out a length of rope and tie it around here. You want to check out the corpse down there?
If you want, if somebody wants, wait. Oh no, he is there. For a second, I thought Tex was frozen.
Yeah, I
'cause
thought he was
just
frozen.
wasn't
You
moving.
just look zoned.
No, I was just.
Deep in thought. Yeah, if you guys want to try to go down there, it's going to be athletics.
Gestures towards our grappler. Hey, you want to check out what's in the pit? We need to see if there's anything on the corpse.
Yeah. Alright.
I tie off my length of rope to the pillar.
Alright. Let me get you that.
Roll with fortune if you are going down with rope.
Alright. Keep fire.
Yeah, so you're able to kind of just shimmy down there pretty easily, and avoid the spikes at the bottom. And yeah, there's an orc corpse down there. Do you just search it?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's like a few belongings on the corpse. It seems to have some coins of various mint that it may have acquired somehow. You also notice that it has a paintbrush on it that's stained with the same kind of ink that was on the sign.
Oh my god. You know what this reminds me of? You know what this reminds me of?
What?
But
A meme?
Presumably a meme.
Oh god, there was
Can't be a meme.
there was a Pathfinder Society 1E module where you were investigating a cult of Xiphus, which is the god of cult maker, god of like trap making for the point of trap making.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you arrive at the cult headquarters, all of the cultists are already dead to their own traps.
Because like he's the god of trap making, but also the god of pointless deaths. I think.
Yes, he is.
Pointless deaths or ironic deaths?
Pointless deaths.
Yes, but literally, you walk in the cult headquarters, and it's just like a bunch of people like strung up in traps, stuck in pitfalls.
That's so stupid.
It was a Pathfinder Society module, and it was great.
So you're saying my idea was not original?
No, I'm pretty sure I read it in a book once.
Yeah. Okay.
Still
Yeah.
funny,
So
though.
you found 10 gold on the orc. But other than that, nothing of.
Yeah.
Of note.
I clung and just like, yeah, just some gold on him.
And a paintbrush.
And a paintbrush.
I want the paintbrush.
Oh, I guess you really did forget.
Oh, did I actually call out the design for this dungeon? I'm sorry, Josh.
Oh no, it's not the whole thing. I was just saying.
I thought we were gonna investigate, and it was just gonna be more orcs strung up in their own traps.
I didn't take it that far.
Well, we might as well go in.
Carefully around the trap.
All right. Yes, you guys can walk through. Oh, camera. Oh, it's because you walked over. That's fine.
Crunchy.
It's so loud.
It's paused.
That's such a loud sound.
Oh, it paused the game.
Oh yeah, pause because we went over the trap.
I was like, why did the camera move? Oh yeah. Yeah. So this is pretty unremarkable. Just looks like a ruined tower as you're walking through.
A ruined.
Ruined,
Amity.
not ruined.
Get off me.
So as you haven't seen. Yeah, you keep walking through. You do see some debris that looks like it was deliberately put to block some entrances in the back.
Oh, look, a body.
Yes, and as you walk in further, you see more bodies. These are orc bodies, and it seems like these were you have to examine them if you want to examine them further.
Yeah, Kit Kats will actually go to examine one of them.
They will be
throwing
flanked
up
by the firebrand.
Detect magic.
You detect tons of magic from the ley line. You also... What's the range?
30 feet, I believe.
30 feet. I'm moving to the middle of the room and then I'll hit it.
Not yet. You don't detect it.
30-foot radius.
This orc has both burn marks on it and a huge slash mark from like a large weapon.
Okay, Kit Kats are gonna do a medicine check to see if they learn anything else interesting from the body.
He was murdered.
I should have rolled that blind.
Or spit up.
Well, they don't learn anything else interesting from the body.
Perception, everybody.
I'm so happy I'm the perceptive member in this game. Not like that. Oh, I didn't roll blind.
Should I roll blind?
All you need to do is wear a piece of cloth over your eyes, and every roll you do is blind.
Okay.
I could just take off my glasses.
And also you can't see.
So,
Man.
as you're
Rolling
inspecting...
initiative and we're rolling perception check.
Uh-oh. As you're inspecting the orcs' bodies, just out of, like, nowhere, a lightning bolt jets out of this door, right towards Firebrand.
A lightning bolt?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Do not like.
Reflex save.
Gonna do my animation for me.
Beam.
You did it on the character. Oh.
There, it just took a second.
Beam.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, reflex save, please. Hits only Firebrand.
Is that a fail?
That is a fail.
Ooh.
I'll spend a hero point because I don't like 4d12s.
Oh.
Okay,
Also
I
a
guess I'm
fail.
taking those.
At least you didn't crit fail. Yeah, 29 damage as the lightning courses through Firebrand's body. And yeah, we're moving into
Initiative.
combat.
All right.
So,
Oh.
and as that happens, you see a figure that casts that lightning bolt, wearing a white outfit of like immaculate tailorship, well-cut beard, wielding a great sword in one hand and electricity coursing through the other. And he says,
Shit.
"I knew you rats would come here, and that's why I decided to take care of this myself instead of sending those idiot lackeys out. Well, your little road of rebellion ends here."
I guess this is one of the guys.
All right, and first up
Boss time.
is Iska.
Yeah, heck yeah, it is. Bone shaker, motherfuckers. Rattle your fucking bones.
Rattle me bones!
Reaction.
Okay.
Turn his head up. Turn his head slightly to the left.
Ha!
So you cast the spell, and it seems like it should take root, but a strange magical force just completely dissipates the attack before it does anything to him.
What?
And he smirks at you.
What?
We need to find that ley line right now. Is what I need
Gotta
to
find
happen.
that goddamn ley line.
Fuck you!
I mean, this is to be expected. I don't think my sword's going to do anything else either.
Who knows which direction the ley line is?
Who is holding
Outrageous!
the royal seal?
Last time it was Firebrand, so
It
unless
was
he gave it back,
Firebrand.
it's him.
So Firebrand, you can sense the ley line coming from back here.
Ugh. He's next to it.
He is blocking the door going into it.
I could
All right, Kid and Cat.
Kit and Cat are going to... What's wise here? They're going to start by trying to enter their stance, which... Hey, do this. Roll a diplomacy check. No. In fact, that's still just a regular failure. Well, anyway, second action going to approach.
Okay.
And third action just going to try and hit him with a sword and see what happens. I think they were wielding the sword of two hands this time around because it was what they could most quickly pick up. So I'm just going to do that. And miss, as he effortlessly swooshes out of the way.
Yes, and he says, as you fail to strike him, "If you give up now, I'll give you a quick death. Otherwise..."
Fat chance of that.
Your death will be
All right.
slow.
I'm going to delay till after Amity. Amity, can you patch me up? I got an idea.
And Amity.
I also have an idea. I could patch you up, but also if you give me that amulet, I can run it in.
I can literally move up like in one go. I can move right past this guy.
Right,
Either one of us could get it in with a warp step.
Do you have warp step?
But yeah.
well, he's
Yeah,
blocking the
It's
way.
not augmented, but I'm closer, so I can get there.
Amped warp step would allow Noah to teleport.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to cast.
Well, no, once it's amped Titan 4th. I don't think I can teleport yet.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
at level
not
8.
until-
That's
yeah.
level 7. But he's currently blocking the way. That's the only square you can pass into that room, right?
It looks like
Yep.
there's 2 squares you can pass through from the light.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's standing in
see.
one of them.
Well, that's okay.
Let
I
me
also
check the
can take
wall.
more hits than Amity. What's your HP?
Yeah, you might be able to run past him. It's possible.
We'll see. Well, whoever makes the fucking run, the other one can kill Firebrand.
Yeah.
Like I can run it now.
On
And I'll-
Firebrand. Take 8 hit points. And then I cast shield on me. And then I'm done.
Alright, so what I'm going to do,
How do you
So,
get it to?
first move gets me to here.
Okay.
I guess Firebrand's doing.
There.
2, 3, 4. Can I see
No.
it in here?
No reaction?
Yeah, no reaction.
Okay. Works for me.
Yes, you can. Let me reveal it.
Oh yeah.
He's going to say, Turok, run interference. As he runs for the...
That's 3 moves, right?
Yes,
Yep.
three
Strides.
moves.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, that's the end of your turn.
And he says to Turok, run interference. Basically, if he positions himself, like, right here.
And he saw you go in there, and
Yes,
he like
he did.
turned his head. He's gonna.
Well, that's why I said, if Turok runs interference, goes icy stance right
Alright.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Turek
Turek.
Obscuring mist. Yeah.
for. I have just enough movement to make it there. Turek just fucking books it. Where's the wall?
So, the walls are like there and there, so you can run through past him.
Right there, and then go into stance. You'd run interference. You'd basically force him to run all the way around you.
So right here.
Actually, do you have enough
One more
movement
over.
do you have enough movement to get right here?
Do you know to get
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, enough movement to here. Actually,
I
no,
got
the north one's better.
So this one,
I think it's 6.5 a dozen, but
Yeah.
this one.
Yep.
Turn
And into
and
your
then
stance.
we'll slide into biting cold stance,
All right.
which is still bugged currently. It's still
Yeah,
set
I
to
don't
hit.
know how to fix it, but there we go.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah. So icy terrain and like
Yeah.
clinging cold comes up around
Yeah.
Turek. And is that your turn? Or you have one more action?
That's all 3 of my actions.
Okay, so Petro's turn. So he saw Carnifex go back there. He's like, damn you. 10. 20.
Right. He kills you.
So Carnifex.
if he's stepping out onto normal terrain, the movement is determined by what terrain he's entering.
Okay, so 25 moves here, and then he shifts, holding his sword into one hand, and you see the familiar electricity crackle again as he projects another lightning bolt towards the firebrand.
Ah, shit.
I think he's gonna.
Alright. Roll the spell. Reflex saving throw.
Oh fuck!
Oh no.
Well, there goes Firebrand. Who's your next character gonna be?
So much. Well,
Are you gonna hear
So
him
much-
like that?
no,
I
he
already-
already used his.
I
he
used
already
it on the first one I failed.
Shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm down.
I don't think you're dead though. 46. I
Here?
don't think it's enough to kill you.
Hold up.
What does he have to do? What do you have to do?
I think he has to take. Don't you have to go below your max hit points?
Yeah.
It has to be your
What-
max. It has to be
what do you
negative,
have to do?
negative of your max to instant
Wait.
die.
I'm at
It's not
1.
Insta death.
Oh, that's double. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but you're not instantly dead.
No, it would have
Yeah,
to
I'm
be.
dying
it would-
2 though.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's a crit. Yeah. So Turek, you just see him run past. Jet of electricity go at Firebrand, and Firebrand just collapse with his hand like right on the royal seal next to the ley line.
How do we?
It's
What do you
got-
have to do when you get to the ley line with the amulet?
Okay, so I can move.
You grab it and pull.
Move and 2 action heal.
Alright, so if I do a warp step amped, that's 1 action warp step. Plus 10 bonus plus a double move and a double move.
That's more than enough movement.
So that's
60,
35
70,
times 2 is
80. 35 times 2 is 70. It's 80 with warp steps bonus.
no, I'm 25.
Oh,
That's 35 times.
that's 70.
Keep in mind, Turk's got difficult terrain all around him.
Yeah.
Well, 2 action heals 30 feet anyway, so you just need to get in sight of me.
Yeah. So that was. Oh, I forgot to actually cast that. And then heal. Target.
I'm just worried that even if I don't even know if grabbing would work, even though it doesn't do damage, it probably wouldn't. The barrier would probably block my grab attempts.
Oh, you're casting at a 1st level?
I don't. It didn't occur to me to do this.
I mean,
I don't
did you
have it
did
as
you
my
pick it as a... Oh, you didn't. Oh, you didn't get it as a signature spell? Okay.
I took biting words. That's why I was asking about changing.
Takes retraining time, that's all.
I wanted to change it to purifying ice skull, actually. And that
I am up
is
but prone.
all 3 of my actions.
I don't know if you have to be standing up to get the ley line.
Well, I
Probably
could,
not.
even if it's a 1 action interact probably, so it's probably stand up, grab.
I mean, you're laying on top of the ley line. It's fine. Just fucking.
The Kit Kats are going to delay until after Turek because that ice is going to be a problem.
Yeah, no, I just imagine Iska like desperately like skidding around the corner and like
All right.
sliding off the ice
How many
into
times?
a wall and then slamming a heel onto
Yeah.
I'm gonna delay until after Firebrand,
Firebrand's the beginning of next
but I don't
turn.
know how to.
So
What?
Firebrand would be
Oh,
the
then I'm
beginning of
gonna
next
delay-
turn.
Ah, then delaying doesn't get me anything.
No.
My
yeah.
spells don't do much right now. Let me see if I've got anything healthy. I'm gonna warp step then. How far is your difficult terrain, Turek?
It's
Square
Right
around
around
him.
you.
it's all adjacent squares to me.
Okay, so only immediately
Yeah.
adjacent.
Yes. Yeah. It's a 5. It's the 5-foot emanation centered on me.
Okay, so I'm at 70 feet of movement. So that gets me 10, 15, 20.
That's
20
30 total
feet.
to stand there. And it's another 30 to get through
Yeah,
his
so-
space.
So that's 60 to here.
Yes, it would be 60 because that's a legal movement. Yeah.
Okay, I'm wanting to go here.
That's okay.
But I've got to do it in bits. But I think I can do it.
Yeah, so
And then down here. Does that, can I get there, or do I need to...
that would be 65, I believe.
I have 70 total, but I'm having trouble counting up the turrets in my head. I'll be here. I'm pretty sure this one's safe.
That's probably fine.
And I'll recast shield.
Alright, what the hell do I do?
Well, I would not necessarily recommend dropping the, I would actually recommend getting in between Petro and Firebrand again, because
Alright.
we want... Everybody who can heal him is here.
Yeah, step in there.
Just make sure that Petra... Basically, we need you to act as a damage sponge until we can deactivate him.
You know what? It's a long shot, but it may not do damage. Hopefully this works. I'm gonna try and grapple him.
Yeah! Why the fuck not? We can't hurt him, but
it's
nothing
worth
says we
a
can't
shot.
touch him, right?
Worth a shot. Josh, you're muted.
Roll at athletics.
I was actually just thinking that earlier. But I was thinking of it in intimidation factor of just because we can't hurt him doesn't make
I'm using my hero point on this.
Okay.
Nope, I accidentally deleted my hero point.
You have one. Could you have?
You can
one?
just re-roll it. That's fine.
You just re-roll it.
You don't have to do the hero point re-roll or whatever. It's just there for your convenience.
Not enough. He's, it doesn't seem like the magical protection is really doing much against you just attempting to, hold him, but he's just very strong and bulky, and you're just not able to, get a grasp on him.
Alright. I've got one action left. What do I do?
Flurry of blows? Map -5, map -10?
Yeah, but I don't think I can damage him.
Do it again?
Is it...
I'll try to trip him instead.
Yeah, why the hell not? Sebastian, what the fuck?
It is -5 because it's gonna be -5 because it's map, but
roll it.
Hey, it's worth it.
Sorry, my cat just tried to knock the entire desk over.
I am unfortunately prone.
Okay,
Fully stop my...
Yeah, he's just, you have a feeling that this guy has been training in the martial arts for a very long time.
Alright.
Alright, and, Kit and Kat.
Alright, Kit and Kat, they're going to, move to here.
You can't hurt him, but you can inconvenience him.
I'm aware. Second action, they're going to try once again to enter their funny stance, because I would like this to work, at some point. That would be nice. Would just be pleasant if it worked. But we'll see. That's
there
more
you go,
like
critical success.
There we go!
Great,
It's
so...
a 20-foot emanation now.
They, clash their shield and sword together in a very inspiring way. What this is going to do, and I can't actually change the
critical
effect
success
itself. I'm trying to see if I can actually set it to be 20 feet. But the more important part of what it does is that while the rest of y'all are in that aura, you gain a +1 status bonus to attack rolls and saves against mental effects.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And speaking of attack rolls, her third action, she is actually going to free action release a grip on the sword, and then she is going to try to grapple him.
Okay. Roll it.
Where
I
is
placed
my
your 20-foot emanation.
Oh, nice.
Athletics. Thank you.
Useful.
It didn't do shit.
That's okay.
Oh, I can see it.
I can see it, yeah, but it doesn't...
She also does
the,
bad.
Yeah, no, this guy is just very strong. All right, now, Firebrand. So almost as fast as you fell to that searing pain and convulsion going through, your eyes snap open. You're on the ground, but you can see it right in front of you. The ley line. It's piercing into the ground. You can grab it right now.
He spends one action grabbing his pistol. He slowly begins bringing himself back up.
Are you gonna grab the ley line?
He says, "The freeing flame has plans for me, Kerr. Lubeko's fire still burns within us. And with this, the shroud is gone." He says, reaching his hand in the ley line and giving it one yank once again.
Okay. And as you do that, a loud and deafening crack sounds, the blinding light spreading out everywhere. Everybody is just disoriented for a second. And you can do a free demoralize against Petro from the kind of gravity of your statement and what exactly transpired.
And I have
talking as the party loot.
intimidation is 25
And now I'm
versus his will DC.
Fuck.
Yeah, and also as you do that, much as before, these elemental creatures appear in the vicinity. Petro seems like stunned for a moment, as you can see like a almost visible haziness around him fade away.
Why am I a fucking smiling air wisp?
And yeah, you succeeded your demoralize.
He's frightened one, in addition to whatever.
Frightened one.
Yeah.
Where are you frightened? There you go. All right, but it's his turn. He screams in rage, and he says, "You think you lowly curs can cast us down? We've ruled over this land for centuries. This is nothing." And he takes his dark greatsword in both hands, slashes it at Turek.
Going to use reaction.
Okay.
Yay. Feel guilt for how shitty you are.
Okay, you see his eyes like wince for a moment as he just like goes through it. But Turek, you do get the 6 damage reduction, and he does kill people too.
Yay.
Oh my god, guys.
What?
I just realized? He understands language.
I should fucking hope so.
He starts grunting all of a sudden.
If you fucking do this to me right now, Josh, I'm gonna
Noah's.
let me have this.
Noah's.
Come on.
He does not strike with his second one, but with just a cry of animalistic rage, he tries to strike one more time. And
Natural one.
Unga bunga,
Holy
I
shit.
feel so guilty.
So
Forget
I
how
only-
talk work. Ugh.
So I only take 11 damage, right?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Anyways, apparently I'm a smiling air wisp now instead of, Iskafail. I don't know when
What?
that happened.
Excuse me. What?
I'm
How?
I'm this smiling air wisp over here.
What? Did it?
You still look like Noah
You
on
still
my
like
screen.
you to me. I don't know what's going on with that.
I'm getting it's telling me I'm a smiling air wisp. There's a smiling air wisp right here.
You might have
Let me-
accidentally set that as your active character.
Let me move
Oh.
it out of the... Oh, you
Now
probably
I'm
clicked on
inoffensive-
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't
look,
know.
on the player sheet, it says that Noah is set as party.
Yeah.
What?
How did that happen?
Just go to, what is it? Where's the fucking setting for this? Is it,
Make sure
just
it's
go,
there.
click on your name on that list and go to user configuration and make sure your active character is set to, Noah.
My name on which list? Where?
On the player list on the bottom left.
I'm clicking on my name, but it's not.
Right click maybe?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Aha, user configuration.
And just make sure it's the selected character is Noah.
Release character.
Or-
Ah.
Oh, yeah, you
Oh,
can.
there you go.
Yeah, do
select
that.
character. Save configuration. There we go. That's me. Hi.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Like, I was set as the party loot, and then I got changed to a wisp.
You're the treasure.
Anyways, I'm going to take advantage of this thing that I realized. And I'm going to say, Tyrant's always full. This was never. Well, this in this.
Hit.
Almost max
Oh,
damage.
nice damage roll.
Ouch. Okay, he staggers back at the impact of that.
That was a two. That was a 2 action. So then, shield.
Okay. Amity.
I say really badass shit, and then I hide.
That's just smart
He
plays.
slides forward
Yep.
to where I can touch him. And I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and lean in. And say, be careful you don't regret your actions here today.
Nice.
Okay.
The enemy is just fucking mean. Holy shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Yeah, he's just, like, completely unaffected, overcome by his sense of superiority and rage in this moment.
Aristocratic arrogance.
Perfect strike. Perfect
shot.
strike. Perfect strike.
All right.
I mean,
It's your turn, right?
Sorry, key strike,
Oh,
not
and,
perfect strike.
sorry, Firebrand, I meant to give you a hero point when you did the ley line. So you get a hero point.
All right.
Okay, cool.
The first action is obviously I get up.
You get knocked down. You gotta be
And
I was thinking.
I mean, it's pretty accurate. Let's do some tub thumping. But yeah, first, yeah, Turk is going. You know what? Yeah, Turk is gonna key strike. Let's go. I am going to go for. And that's good for a good old force damage. And then flurry of
I will
blows.
fake out the first one.
All right.
+1 in the attack roll on the first one.
Oh, that's
And then
fine.
don't forget you have +1 status from me as well, because you're in my
Yeah.
zone.
Yeah, I think I got it already because of.
I think Yara should automatically.
We'll say.
Did you roll your
it
attack?
doesn't under the greater emanation. I don't know how long that lasts though.
Is your aura status or is it?
It's status.
Okay, so you do get you get both of them because age of circumstance.
Turk, did you roll your attack yet?
I'm adding
Oh,
bonuses.
okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Status and then
Circumstance on the first one.
status and circumstance.
+1 for each.
Actually, no, wait, I don't get the status bonus because I already have a +1 status bonus from key strike.
Okay, well you already have
Oh.
+1 status bonus, so.
But I do get a circumstance bonus, so first attack. That hits.
Okay. Oof.
Second attack. You know what? I will use another key point and attempt to perfect strike that.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Nice!
Also, he needs to also. I forgot to say this, but make that stunning fist roll.
He does not have to make that roll.
Oh shit! Oh,
Oh
shit!
man, damn!
Okay, how do you want to do this?
Can blow him up.
The best way to describe this. Have you ever played Yakuza?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a specific Yakuza move I just imagine Turk just like brings both his fists in and just smashes it in either side's head, and then brings his face this guy's face down in a devastating knee drop.
All right.
That is some WWE shit.
I thought you were about to describe Turk picks up a motorcycle that's sitting there in the scene and then lifts it over his head and just
spins it around.
This is the move that he does.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you see that Turk just like basically eviscerates this guy's head on his knee. Barely recognizable anymore. The figure just falls over, completely lifeless.
I invert the curvature of his face.
That's a fucking badass thing to say, actually.
The firebrand... Oh, wait, we're still in initiative.
Oh, yeah, you still have...
there's still a air wisp.
You still have
there's still 2 wisps. One of which used to be me.
These wisps don't seem incredibly hostile. You can fight them if you wish, or you can just kind of let them be. It's up to you.
If they're not attacking us, we let them be.
Okay.
We don't care about a wisp.
All right.
The firebrand is going to holster his pistol and then collapse against the wall over here.
Alright. Oh, we're still in combat movement, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, no, I just don't have permission to update my token?
What?
What the fuck is
Oh, there we go.
There we go. I updated the system, man. Weird things happen when you do that.
Strange. Well, don't worry. I'll get you back up. The Kit Kats are going to both, just for the moment, real quick, do lay on hands and then burn a desperate prayer to get a focus point back real quick so they can quickly give him 24 points of healing.
Yeah. Turk is just going to use fullness of body on themselves.
I also cast a heal on
Noah, you didn't need to...
No?
You didn't need to cast heal.
Alright, then I did not cast a heal. Nothing ever happened. I'm just gonna fuss over you unnecessarily.
Alright, Firebrand, you start to feel a little more like yourself after the very rough experience, the lightning bolts, double lightning bolts.
Oh. Did I put on a good show at least?
I want to search the body.
Okay.
Well, I figure we should ask him, but you should go over there and take a look at what Turek did to his face. It's real bad.
He turned him inside out and snake.
It's pretty bad. So, but Amity, searching the body, the first obvious thing you see is his long greatsword, made out of a kind of a blackish metal material almost. And it has something written on it in Elvish.
I read that.
Hope Render.
Was he Elvish?
He was not. He was human.
Okay, what did it say again? I'm sorry.
Hope Render. It is, I mean, you can tell it's magical, but you'd have to spend some time to try to identify it.
Give it to Kit Kat, rename it Hope Maker.
Well, depending on phrasing, Hope Render can be read 2 ways.
Yeah, it could go either way.
It's
an ambiguous word.
It's a destiny-ass name.
I'm not going to try to identify anything until I've searched through the rest of the body. Did he have any papers on him, or?
Yes, he does.
He didn't exactly introduce himself.
He did not. So, you do find a paper on him, and it's written in Taldane, and this is what it says. It seems to be some kind of letter written in like a very nice cursive hand, and it says, "My dear Petro, I find your plan of direct confrontation quite foolhardy. Regardless of if the ley lines are destroyed, we still hold this place with force of arms and wealth. I much prefer Grayson's plan of going to Andon and securing the territory. Regardless of your foolhardiness, we will wait for you here in Calbroga upon your return. And it's signed Dibella. Dibella.
Oh, someone's getting married.
Not anymore.
I will also kind of sheepishly ask Amity. Amity,
Yes.
could you possibly help me clean my knee?
Your fists and possibly also your face.
Yeah. That made a lot more mess than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be honest. I've never tried that
Amity
before.
only kind of sort of looks up from the paper she's reading. So come a little bit closer, and then I'll just.
The Kit
And
Kats,
as soon as you're within 10 feet, I press the digitate all the yuck away.
Yeah.
The Kit Kats come over like, oh, hold on, missed something, and they pull a tooth out of your knee.
I was wondering what felt weird.
You also find several gold coins on him, 100 to be precise. I will add that to your loot.
Sweet.
I should have actually argued performance instead of intimidation because I am putting on a show.
Yeah,
you
can.
It worked. So.
You succeeded regardless, but
it would have been a +2 bonus. Not that it.
Oh my god.
Well, because that's Pistol Phenom's big thing is life's a performance and everything.
You can definitely argue that you want to use this skill instead of that with me because I think that's the nature of this game. So feel free to do that. All right.
Did I never got an answer, but did I put on a good show at least?
Very damn good show.
An excellent show.
I'm so happy I changed. I'm so happy I changed the Firebrand's deity.
I don't really have much of a sense for that kind of thing, but I can at least say you knocked him dead.
In case anyone was curious about the Pantheon.
Was there anything else on him, or is that it?
He has jewelry on him and things like that, but let's just say I kind of incorporated that into the gold coins to make it easier. He doesn't have any other magic items, just the sword.
Okay, I'm gonna cast an identify on it.
Okay. I think I didn't ever.
Well, not cast an identify, just roll one.
Yeah, I don't think I obfuscated the meaning, so let me do that real fast. Mystify. There we go. Okay, that is a success. Let me identify it. So, yeah, it is a great sword made out of cold iron. It has a +1 potency rune and a striking rune. And did I have to say anything else? No. Yeah, so cold iron +1 striking.
Ooh, cool sword.
Ooh, fancy sword.
The name.
I can't read that. Is that supposed to be a name on that? I assume it's sort of like an evil magic spell or something.
Brenda. So really, it could go either way.
Oh, it's a bit grim, isn't it?
Well, unless you're giving
What is it?
I don't imagine he fancied himself that sort of guy, but I suppose he's not the one using the sword now, is he?
Well, render does have a dual meaning. You could...
Others. No, I don't think he's going to be making much use of it anymore.
I don't think he needs it, no.
I can technically use it, but I can't say I'm very good at it.
I mean, it's just a piece of iron, and the Kit Kats just sort of grab it and like lift it overhead, like it's significantly lighter than it is. Like, can't be that hard.
All right, you can add it to your inventory. It's in the party loot if you want. All right.
Yeah, I guess the Kit Kats will just sort of continue holding on to it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the only advantage it has over Bastard Sword is Versatile P, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I mean, yeah, I'm mostly doing, I'm not actually using a shield that much, so she'll keep it around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cold iron, which could be useful depending what we fight.
Yeah, though she is going to move.
A few more levels and Amity's gonna hate it, but
She's going to move her sword back to the party loot, just so she's carrying a little bit less.
Fair. Bless you. Bless you.
Well,
Let's do.
I guess we have an Andon to return to.
Yeah.
All
Should we-
we
right.
should probably search through this place, make sure there's nothing else we've missed.
This is a bit morbid, but we should also bring the body.
You want to carry the corpse
Well,
all the
if
way
y'all
there?
step back, I can.
I think we should make a statement.
Well,
Is it corpse?
if I may, from personal experience having to deal with having bodies around for an extended period of time, I think the sword makes a plenty well statement enough, because that
Yeah.
thing's going to start stinking to high hill after about day 3.
Got a long walk back.
That is true.
That is why
Yeah.
we only take the
Oh,
head
the
and
orcs and this
we-
fellow. I can
How
cast
much
burning
salt do I
hands
have
over the
on
whole
me?
map.
I don't think there's much point in taking the head, considering, and then she just sort of gestures over at the head, which is has an unrecognizable crater in the front of it.
It's 4 days. 4 days back.
Delete the ley line. We are victorious.
Yes, you are. Bye-bye.
Well, if Turek hadn't destroyed the entire fucking man's entire fucking face, I would have absolutely tried to fucking preserve that shit.
He is pretty unrecognizable.
Ugh. Turek, I love you, and I love your work. Wait, next time that we are killing the Guardian, leave the face recognizable. I have an ideas. They
Oh.
are bad ideas,
Oh.
but they will be
I can only promise to try next time.
It is all I ask.
At the risk of caution, we should probably bury the body anyway.
Alright.
I say we burn it.
For
Yeah,
those
It would be easier.
Sky
'cause
burial!
I've got
For-
burning hands.
Crosstalk people.
for those who perish and don't have their body remain to rest, they have a chance of returning as undead if not given a proper burial.
I put all the corpses here in the tower in one pile, and we can do a fire. Right.
All
I
right,
like
okay.
fire.
All right, so are you setting a corpse bonfire?
Oh yes.
Okay. You do that. You go through the morbid task of gathering all the dead, the orcs. And yeah, Amity, you just set them
We do check
ablaze.
them for coinage.
Oh, of course.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you find a total of 5 gold. I'll add that. And then Amity, you set them ablaze.
With a heightened burning hands. Just
Okay.
whoosh.
Just for just to be extra.
Okay.
Takes
Uh,
a lot
Well,
to-
I could throw an alchemist fire on it to see if it could save a spell slot.
At this point, I'm not worried about my spell slots
Spell slots come
for the
back.
day.
All right. So, one way or the other, the corpses are set ablaze. The sweet but foul smell of cooking meat pervades the area. Where would you like to go now?
Well, we've got a rebellion to forge in Andon.
Okay. Everybody in agreement to head back there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little sad. I got
So-
a whole extra hero point and no opportunity to use anyone.
Is that just not over yet? So, it is a fairly long walk back there, but you go through it 4 days. Each camp is uneventful, and you wind up back at the mill in Andon.
It is at this point where, on this trip, where the firebrand is fully grown out their beard, by the way.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Like,
I mean, we haven't really had a whole lot of time for him to shave.
Yeah.
I
Between
didn't know he
being...
was clean shaven, honestly, but no, that makes sense. Is it... How old is the firebrand?
26? 26.
So he no longer looks like a little baby boy.
But he has the facial hair and that looks like totally not Riker from Star Trek.
Oh, totally not.
Because you remember Riker growing the beard is what made the show.
It's true. You pre-beard Riker not doing it.
He's a real baby. He's a real baby face kind of man, and then he grows the beard. It's like, oh, that's him.
Get in a chair?
Yeah, that is how the firebrand sits.
When you grow a beard, you start sitting in chairs. Extremely strange.
This guy is Riker Noah.
He's
gonna start playing the saxophone.
Oh wait, there we go.
Gonna start saying things like, "We made it up." That was a complete fabrication.
Well,
no, he's gonna start playing the trombone.
Well, the saxophone, I believe.
No, he does canonically play a trombone in Star Trek.
I'm pretty sure he plays the saxophone.
I'm like 90% sure it's trombone.
Why did you pick that fucking gift?
Are we having this conversation?
Nothing matters.
What instrument Riker plays?
Anyway.
So, you guys have entered the mill, I suppose. And Wyatt greets you, and he says, "Don't tell me you were able to do it."
Oh, muy bien.
It's done.
I hardly believe it, but given everything else you've done, it's got to be true.
The Kit Kat sort of hoists that giant 6 foot tall piece of cold iron. Like, look, we got this from him.
Oh, is that right?
Aye.
From who exactly?
From the fella. We didn't get his name. He was very, I think...
The letter had his name, didn't it?
Oh, right. There was a letter. His name was Petro. Anyway, we killed him very fastly.
He did not live long once you take what is in the vulnerability. Years and decades of training do not do much.
His ability? Are you saying that...
Invulnerability.
You down one of the Baldries? One of the masters?
Yes. Yes.
Well, we do have a chance then.
And counter carrying.
I like I said, like I said, I'm hoisting it. Right? And then she waves it around a little bit.
You just gotta wave it around. Everybody in there seems kind of awestruck hearing this news. You kind of hear chatter going around that seems like more positive, more encouraging from the people around here. Why? Go ahead.
We would have brought his head, but the Turek did not leave much head.
Well, I can't really argue about doing anything to them after all they've done to us. I'm glad he got what he got. Well, we do have some news for you as well. The folks that we sent in, they were able to find out where this master's holed up inside of the town. Apparently, they got a name too. Grayson.
Grayson.
Come on over here. So he motions over to a table where they have laid out a map.
Is it like the rebel base in Star Wars?
He says many Bothans died.
Long time ago, I can still remember when Naboo was under an attack. And I thought me and Qui-Gon oh, never mind. That's a story for another day.
So, he does what you guys do a map, and he says, "This here is our depiction of the town of Andon." You can see. Do you guys see the map yet?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Quite. It'll come up.
And from what we've learned, it's an old castle out in the center of Andon. Built long ago for who knows what to defend against who knows what, but it's still there. And apparently, this Grayson has holed himself up somewhere in that castle, but we weren't exactly able to find out where. We also don't know the best ways for you to enter the city, but I suppose you could try a few ways around. I think it would probably be a good time to plan out how you want to start this whole shindig.
What would entering from the harbor look like? Is that unlocked?
Well, I suppose you could try to go in there, but you're gonna have to deal with the river. Somehow.
My second gut instinct is under cover of the forest.
From north, the peninsula. Yeah.
Circle around from inland.
Looks like there's not. Looks like there's not many buildings. You wouldn't post people in areas without they couldn't shelter in, especially if you're doing with soldiers.
So how do you want to get up there? Just as a GM.
So
It's a peninsula, so there's water on basically all sides of it.
oh.
You just imagine like this is water here. It's
How would
just
getting
considered-
around to these far mountains be?
I reckon you could probably get around there with not much of an issue. They're outside of the town and across the river. What are you fixing to do after that?
From there, we can work our way inland. There's plenty of forest to cover our trek inland.
There is some water right here that you'd have to swim across. Get across somehow.
It looks like the land is connected up here, but I don't think it really is.
Now, just like imagine that this is a hill, so you can't see the water that kind of comes through here, right? But there is.
How wide is that span? At its narrowest, there at the tip of the northern end of the peninsula.
I wish I could tell you, but the only intelligence we have is where Grayson's holed up.
Well,
Circle around from inland to the forest. Under cover of night.
Like catching like every other syllable, Noah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's cut out a bit.
I would suggest that we approach from the inland, and through the cover of night we circle around.
is there
Here to here, and then approach from the shelter of the forest.
Is there any docks or boats to the northwest part of the peninsula, or is it all situated on the east, on the harbor?
It's all on the east. This is just farm, like, it's not, let me click. Like, farmland here, sparsely populated, and then, yeah, there's no docks here. They're all on this side.
Someone with just a small rowboat who could maybe meet us with the boat and take us across under cover of night.
That might
I
be
still like the
possible.
idea of coming in from the peninsula. You make a good point that it's sparsely populated and unlikely to be heavily defended.
You guys, so you might see on the map, if you look above the map, you're going to see 2 meters. Alertness and edge, right? So you have 4 edge now. You can spend an edge if you want to do something like have one of your friends give you a rowboat to get in. Okay. Once your alertness reaches the max, like that means that you've been completely found out and any attempt at stealth is gone.
Yeah.
Well, burn an edge, get us access to a boat on the west side. Once on the west side, under cover of night, we'll get in, hit the dock.
On the west sides, or are you trying to like do this? Do you see where I'm drawing the line?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that.
Okay.
Just
I
any. Well, I assuming we're starting right here.
You can
I
start.
don't know where.
That's just where I put you, but you can start anywhere. Like you can pick whatever mode of entry you want.
Yeah, if we can get a
Where is
dead drop.
the mill in relation to like where are we?
Let's say the mill is kind of far off to the east.
Oh, then we can just get a rowboat on that side and do
So
that.
are you going to try to go through? Are you going to try to gotta go like this, like straight through that little
Well, I was thinking about it, but if you say we're on the east side of it, there's no use going to that far west side. We can, spend an edge, get access to a boat, park in the docks, and then work our way towards the castle.
Okay, going to the docks.
Yeah, there's only like 2 or 3 blocks between the docks and the castle.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, so you can do that. So we can, what we will do is, it's late, but we can at least get this started just to put you guys in this scene, maybe do one challenge in it, and then we can save the rest for next time.
Yep.
All right. So, with that, Wyatt says, well, looks like the plan is set. I'll have that boat ready for you here, and he like points somewhere on the map to the west at nightfall. You just depend on me.
This is a bit of a risky thought, but do we want to try and cause a distraction on the other faction, or is that too dangerous?
We don't want them to have any inkling that we're coming. In fact, 1 second.
Also, like, as far as we know, this guy's on standby waiting for news from Karabroga. So he doesn't necessarily know that the other guy's dead or anything like that.
Well, I guess it's time for my final purchase at Character Gen to pay off. I've got 3 of these.
All right. So do you guys have any more planning you want to do before we start this?
I don't think we need anything else. We're getting the dead drop for the boat, and we know
I can't think of anything else either.
Once we go guns blazing in the castle, that's it.
Okay. And with that, you in the War Council and wait until nightfall. And do you set out to the place that you all said you'd meet?
Yep.
Okay.
Turk trades in his normal mask for a sack hood that doesn't like stand out as much in the dark. He trades out his normal clothes for like a sack mask with eye holes and some like darker clothing.
Okay.
So it doesn't stand out much in his.
The firebrand is attaching a silencer to their pistol.
Oh.
You see him screwing it on the barrel.
Okay. You have a silencer, nice.
No, I told you I bought 3 of them at Character Gen that I've been waiting for minute 4.
Yeah, well,
I'll probably have to disassemble one so I can craft them later. They're easy
now,
craft, so.
Now you have a chance. Okay. So, you get in the boat, and you row out towards your destination.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, so
The
being as
Kit Kat's
quiet.
seeing that Turek has taken such efforts to make himself look more inconspicuous, realize that they've been caught unprepared a bit, and just sort of like draw a hood over.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like, well, that's the best I can do.
Iska does nothing.
Honestly, it's more just to
Iska
like
puts on
not.
her hat, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, it's more just to keep the colors and keep the colors a little more muted. My mask would stand up, like start glittering like a beacon if any of the searchlights hit it.
All right, so I've adjusted the scene darkness. It should look darker now to signify that it's night.
Yeah.
It does.
Oh, I need to
We
do.
got
I need to
day
do
for
it.
night.
There
Nice.
we go.
All right.
Early
So
60s blue tinting.
all you can hear.
Nobody took the idle time and recolored her clothes. I'm not wearing glowing white right now.
Yeah.
Yes. All you can hear is the quiet, like repetitive sound of the waves just breaking up against the rowboat as you approach the docks. You see on there just a few lights from lanterns. People that seem to be on the dock looking out at the water. And they're kind of like turning the lanterns around. The lanterns are the kind that project light forward, not the kind that just spread light all
bullseyes?
around.
Yeah.
Bullseye lanterns. You can tell that if you approach too close, you will be in the range of the light. What would you like to do?
Are they just along
What
the
is-
dock? Are there...
Yes.
What does the beach area look like?
So it's nighttime. So Firebrand, you can't really tell at all.
Well, no,
but
but I would see light sources.
yes. Okay. So you do see a few, like cats, a few spotted light sources around, and it's also like you can tell just from where the light sources are that there is a fairly high like wall against the water. Like it looks like it was built up like a stone wall against the water that would be difficult to scale.
Are the people with lanterns on the docks, are they like paced apart like a good distance?
There's like you can see four. They are paced apart on the docks. They do seem to have like a fairly steady rhythm of trying to like rotate their lights around and see if anything's going on.
What about
Charm one of them.
this angle?
Over there, I mean, it's a little hard to see because it's further away. Like, let's say you guys are, let me put you guys where you're more accurately at. You're like right here, okay? So over here, it's a similar situation to down here. Cats fighting. And it does look like where there's not a pier, there is like a wall, like a flood wall to stop the water from going up into the city.
Okay. So we have a couple options then. Either we scale the wall or we dodge patrols. Which one do you guys think we're more capable of?
Well, if we can just take out the one guard at the base of the bridge, we should be able to drag him away.
There are the patrols.
Charm
Are they
two
like-
of you.
Are they crossing over? Are they like crossing each other's paths, or are they each patrolling one part of it?
They're spread fairly apart. Like it's not a very heavy guard here. I mean, just judging from what you see, it probably would be possible to attempt to row closer, without passing into one of the lights. You would just be perceptive enough to see exactly the right spot to do it, and athletic enough to row fast enough to close in before they rotate around your area.
If you guys can bring me in close, I can take the shot. I can bring one down. We can dock there.
If we did the wall, I could switch a spell out for animate rope. And with a rope tied there, it could be a very easy climb, even for the less athletically inclined of us.
Only worry with the rope climb is that if we get caught out and not everyone's done climbing, that's going to be a bad situation to be in.
I only got one bullet before things go loud.
Silencers are consumed when used.
I'd also
Right.
try a charm.
There they go.
I do have a hero point for what it's worth if we try to take out the guard closest to the docks.
What's your decision, guys?
I don't want to use Amity spell slots, so I'd say we take out the guard, whatever guard would be like closest to leaving the docks and heading into town.
Let's do the text plan because I did it again. Let's do Sean's plan. Because I am also of the opinion that I would rather use one of the Firebrand's consumables than have Amity already burning spell slots.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a focus spell too, so
I know,
so
but like we might need those.
pick 2 people who are going to be at the head of the boat to roll perception to try to get the best angle.
Who has good
timing.
perception checks? I have +8.
Not me.
I'd have the best perception.
Yeah, you definitely, especially you definitely, because you also have to take the shot.
It's probably going to be Amity or
Well,
Iska. Turek, you and I are going to be on boat rowing, do I?
Well, I'd be at the front of the boat anyway, so that gives me enough time to give the signal and then 10 paces and then quick draw.
All right, roll your perceptions. 2 people get to roll.
Sean and then Amity or Iska, depending who's around.
My perception is.
What's your perception, Iska?
I'll
Plus
do
6.
it. I mean, it's not great, but I'll roll it. Sure.
Okay, so Firebrand, you are able to observe like the pattern that these lights are moving in, and you find like a gap where you feel like if you row through that specific gap at this specific time, you have just the amount of time you need to close in on the guard to get in range, provided you can row fast enough. Now roll your athletics checks, 2 people.
It's going to be me and Turek. Turek's is probably going to be better, but hey. Also, I think we're allowed to front face roll these. It's not a knowledge check. Like we want to know what the actual outcome is for spending edge and stuff. So
I want to use assurance on this.
do you have hero points?
I don't have any hero points left.
What's your assurance?
With
I know what it
assurance,
is, but like what is it? What's the value?
with an assurance, it would be an 18.
You don't add your stat to assurance.
Yeah. Yeah, with assurance, it would be a total 18.
Yeah, expert. That makes sense. Exactly what it should be.
Yeah, do assurance then.
Yeah, if you'd rather be safe.
Let's play it safe.
25 is pretty good, so.
Yeah. Guarantee 18.
Okay. So, just disclosure: the original DC was 19, but because of the successful perception and finding the right route, it was reduced by 2 to 17.
Hey.
Okay. So, you were both able to row fast enough to get right in range. And Firebrand, the guard is definitely in range now if you want to do something.
I'm going to take the shot.
Infectious enthusiasm on Firebrand. It gives you a +1 to your attack roll. I'm
going
going to do
to
it
take the
silently
shot.
because I can.
Roll to hit. Okay. You just hear a crack as the light and a plop as it seems to fall into the water and go out. And with that, you're able to successfully row to the dock and shamble up. So we're going to end this session as you have just successfully entered the city.
Successfully entered
Pick
the
up
city.
next
We've
time.
taken out the first guard. Next session.
Murder
I wanted
our
to
second
say-
master.
I wanted to say burn a point of edge, but that's a Shadowrun term where you spend versus burn edge.
I mean, you know,
Same thing.
that's.
Well, no, it's okay. So imagine hero points, right? Imagine you get 3 at character generation. When you spend a point in edge, you get it at the end of each leg of the adventure. If you burn it, you can instead permanently lose that point for a huge upside, like forcing something to critical.
In Numenera, Edge is like a permanent bonus, so there's lots of different games use this.
I forgot about. Oh man, we got.
I say that the
my
heist
last
rules are
Numenera
mostly just.
DM, she gave us these goggles, and we were convinced that there was something special about them. And there wasn't. She just gave them to us just to fuck with us.
It happens.
It's sad. I used a consumable. That cost me 1 silver piece.
Hey,
Ooh, fucking.
And one silver piece to, oh no. You guys have tons of money, actually.
we do have
We
a
have-
we actually
you could
will-
buy- Dozens, hundreds of silencers, dude.
But no, they're uncommon, and they don't have guns here aside from the dwarves that started making
Okay,
them.
you
and
can
then
make.
I need to deconstruct one to get the recipe, and then I can make my own silencers.
Okay, you have 3. You spent 1. Kill another. Make 1,000,000. Bing, bang, boom. Profit.
I mean, yeah, you guys, you made
I
some good
totally
progress.
forgot we found doubling rings.
What?
Yeah, you do have
Yeah,
those.
I mean, no one really has a whole lot of use for them. Is the problem?
Yeah, that's the problem. Is like
doubling
none
rings do?
of us. Doubling rings are how you make 2-weapon fighting not ludicrously expensive.
What you could
Right.
do, the Kit Kats could do is if they get
Yeah.
a shield boss and then agile shield grip, they can doubling rings the shield and the sword.
Yeah,
So you
which
could do-
they can probably do like later on because I was planning to take them down that route. So, but that would be
I
a
mean,
little
listen,
while
you
from
got
now.
2 heads. Dual weapon fighting is only a natural extension of. You can look in 2 different directions at once.
You
That
want
is
to
a
keep
fair
putting, you want to
point.
keep putting your foot in your mouth like that?
Sorry.
You don't have to.
I mean, that was out of character.
I know.
There's also like you'd have to talk to the other kit or cat to let them know like what's going on. Like I see this over here, I see that over there.
I mean, how are the arms controlled? Is like the head on each side, or I don't know. I just feel like 2-weapon fighting is a natural extension of.
I think we established that the other 2 arms are too weak to like be useful.
Oh right, they have fucking 4 arms, don't they?
Yeah.
They have like, it's like 4 arms, but it's more like it's 4 at the elbows.
PTSD flashbacks
Right,
to
that's
the
not very
Neil
helpful, is
Cicierega
it?
Little Mermaid video for
But
no
it does mean you
specific
can.
reason.
Oh my god! It means you can 2-hand on each hand.
No,
well,
it can't.
I can't actually because of
Fuck!
how Pathfinder
Come
works.
on.
Having 4 like usable arms would completely break hand economy in this game.
As they found out in Pathfinder First Edition.
and they also nerfed the crap out of it in
People consider
Starfinder.
hand economy as a phrase.
Yeah. So one of the things, like even in the core rulebook before there was any kind of support for characters that would have multiple limbs like that, one of the things they said, like, look, no matter what you got going on, you have 1 good hand, and then any additional hands that you have are collectively your offhand.
Right, I forgot about that. Damn, so close. But hand
There's
economy,
no-
yeah.
Everyone would play a Casitha if
That's
it
correct.
was allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Be like Variant Human in 5e. Everybody plays that.
Variant human, I'm gonna play a Hexblade Warlock.
Paladin, yeah.
I'm gonna Paladin multiclass. Everything on charisma.
That's
I'm
right.
good.
Warlocks are a lot
I
of
mean-
fun in 5e, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my 5e
Are
and
you-
bring back my Minotaur dual wielding barbarian build.
Oh man, you weren't involved in my fucking
I'm gonna play a
Drunken
winged
Heist
tiefling and
campaign.
have 30-foot flight at first level. Don't mind me.
At No, not even at
Bitch.
first level. At Chargen.
Yeah.
I was
So-
just explaining to somebody how you can't be OP. Like, there's limits against. Like,
Hey,
it's for character
Pathfinder.
growth.
You get
You
limited
can't be
flight
OP
at like
level
10.
1. And I was like, and then I did mention power gamers and older editions.
Like you get limited flight I think 12 and then permanent flight like 16 or 18.
For ancestries, it's at 9 and 17, respectively.
Like my
17.
opinion
you're
on
stressed.
flight is way more of a problem for GM level design than it is for raw power level.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Because
So,
it just
I too have
trivializes-
played Fire Emblem.
Well, both flight and burrow are actually contribute a lot to this level rating of any given enemy here.
Yeah, it
Because-
makes
And also-
sense.
I want to get
Because,
the ability
like-
to burrow at some point. Burrow, like, flight's cool, but I want to be a fucking worm.
There is exactly one ancestry that gets an innate burrow, and that's the porcupine people. Shisk?
I'm just
I
imagining
think that's just
Noah burrowing by just like spinning at a high velocity like a drill.
I fucking would, though. Like, just drill underground, show back up like a fucking evil worm. That'd be so cool. That's way too much power for Iska to have, but it would be so cool.
But yeah, I'm gonna get a bite. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
We
You
did.
accomplished a lot this time. And yeah, hopefully the
All right.
infiltration will be fun next time.
Night.
See you guys.
Remember to play a whole lot of Metal Gear Solid in the intervening week.
That's right. Snake.
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 I need scissors. 61.
It is very dark right now because I'm very sleepy. Thank you all for watching. Might be able to pull something off on Wednesday or Thursday evening. Might have a little bit of time on Friday afternoon. If not, I'll see y'all next week. Same time as always. Roll 20 y'all.